think we're going. Hi, hi, hi. Hey, hey, hey. What's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday fun day, or whenever you happen to be watching this. Hope you're having a nice one. Per usual, I'm going to be doing a astrology prediction. And for today, it's going to be the Green Bay Packers, aka the Evil to the East, versus the Minnesota Vikings. And then I'll be doing my own little commentary, blathering away during the game. So once again, thanks everybody for joining, whether you're watching now, later, whenever, hopefully not never. Gigi's in the house over here. You can't really see her, my dog, but she's here too. And just like that, she's gone. So she's probably going to go watch the football game on the TV in the living room, which is on the bunny ears antenna, as live can be. So I might have to go pop out there sometimes too to kind of see what's happening. I'm going to be watching on the Hulu stream, so I'm going to be probably like a minute behind the actual live stream. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to say hi to everybody, and then I'm going to pull up the charts. And too, I wore this shirt specifically for today, the classic, Randy Moss mooning in the end zone. So very excited. Hopefully the Vikings have a good day today. Hey, Angel, how are you doing? We all have our wings now. Very good to see you. Hope all is well in Oregon. Very good. T-Bass, hi, nice to see you. Good afternoon. And too, I was going to tell you, it's really fun to see you on Vocal Vike on Rap's channel on his vent line. So it's cool. And when I've caught you on there, I definitely usually agree 100% with what you're saying. So thanks for joining. Good afternoon to you. Hi, Doogie. How are you? SKOL back. Thank you. Nice to see you. Hi, William. How's it going? Hope all is well. Who do the Eagles have on tap this week? I feel like I always ask you that, but that's your team. So I know that you know. So, and hopefully the Vikings can get the evil back. Well, actually, no, wait, the Eagles won. So hopefully, what was it, 10-7, I think, right? That was actually one of my predictions that I did. I didn't post it, but yeah. So hopefully the Vikings can get a win today too. Let's see. T-Bass, what do you got? Average computer model score, Packers 24, Vikings 15. Oh, very interesting. Okay. How do you get that? Or how do you come up with that? I mean, obviously the computer gets it, right? But where did you find that? Interesting though. Mars Attacks, very good. Hi, Mars. Good to see you. Hope all is well. I didn't stream Survivor on Wednesday. I was really close to doing it, but then, pets and stuff, life just got in the way. And okay, onto Survivor for one quick second. I'm actually pretty annoyed with the show right now. I feel like the last vote they did, spoiler alert for anybody that watches Survivor, they voted out Alex this last week. I thought it was really stupid, okay? Really dumb. I think they should have voted out Savannah or Rizzo. So I think those two are at the top right now. I'm pulling for Sage. I like Sage overall at this point. I also really like Steven. And you know what? I am, I kind of like Juwan a little bit too. So those are my three that I kind of like right now. But it'll be interesting to see what goes on with Survivor there. But anyway, spoiler alert, they voted out Alex. In my opinion, that was so stupid. Actually, they couldn't vote out Savannah because she won. So they should have voted out Rizzo because he still has his immunity idol. And I mean, hats off to him too, because he's been able to use that social game to flip the vote. So anyway. Yes, dog and kitty, they're doing good. Gigi is currently free. She's in the living room. She's having a little treat over there. And I had put Kitty in her room just because there's so many cords and so many plants she likes to jump in. But they were both running around and playing just a couple minutes ago. So, and for those of you that don't know, I am fostering a kitten right now. She's very cute. She's a gray tabby. I might go grab her at halftime, but if anybody in the Minnesota area or even Wisconsin or the Dakotas or Iowa would like a 4-month-old gray tabby kitten, she's very, very cute. You can give me a holler. My email should be in the description below if you know anybody that would like one or if you've been looking for one. So anyway. Oh, Cowboys today. All right. A later afternoon affair. Very good. All right. Oh, you just do some research. Right on. Cool. I like, we can compare your research with the astrological stuff that I find. I think that's pretty cool. So speaking of the astrology, you guys, we have about, and in per usual fashion, it's so crazy because normally I'm usually always on time and I'm early to things. But I swear, every time I come to stream, I'm always like a few minutes late. It drives me nuts. So knock on wood, no like technical difficulties today. I didn't get to test my like sound effects, but hoping that those are gonna work okay. And I might actually test some of those out right now too. Before I pull up the astrology chart here. I kind of want to drag them over. If I can do that, here we go. I got my little sound clips here. You guys know that I like to play. So, yeah. And now my computer just grouped them together. Oh, I can't stand that. Okay. I don't really know what happened there. I'm gonna ungroup. Thank God. I don't know if you guys out there use like Windows and stuff. Oh, can you hear this music right now? Everybody, if you want to help your girl out, can you hear this playing? Let me know if you can hear the music. We got the Ragnar music getting ready to go here. Getting everything ready. Anyway, so for those Windows users out there, when you're like dragging things together and they group when you don't want them to group. And then I just played my Catherine O'Hara. Can you guys hear this? I'll stop talking. I'll try one more time. You guys hear this? Let me know if you can hear that, okay, you guys? I know you guys are really good about that. So, T-Bass, when I was in my mid-20s, I would have kicked butt on Survivor. I've actually made fire with 2-6. Nice! That is awesome. That is, I mean, obviously, that is such a good skill to have in general. Shoot, I mean, if you have any interest, try out now. I want to try out again. I've auditioned 3 times. I've sent in a video, and I've waited in line twice. 2 separate occasions there. But, yeah, and like Survivor, but I'm a little bit annoyed with them right now. But hey, they're on the show. Just for today. There you go. No, wait, no. Eek. How dare you, William? I thought for a minute it was like SKOL. No pack, no. But yeah, everybody can have their own thing, of course. Yeah. 5 minutes late is early. Well, I appreciate that, but for me, I'm usually like early to things and on time. Like on time for me is usually early, but I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah. Nice. Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Very good. Hello, Ryan. How are you? On location for our Swingers Club party at Swing Barrel. Where's that? Is that in the FM area, Ryan? Is that like a bar or something there? Hope you have a good time. Thanks for tuning on in. All right, everybody. Appreciate you guys being here. I'm going to get this chart pulled up here. I got the Fox kind of pregame stuff going on over here. And 2, you guys, just to touch on Timby's Minnesota Timberwolves, I didn't look at the chart before their last game, but I looked at it afterward because what a freaking meltdown. And it was so interesting. It was Phoenix Suns versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. It was Friday. I think it was Friday. Yeah, Friday night. So the Timberwolves, it was a close game pretty much the whole entire game. Timberwolves ended up going on like I think it was like a 9-0 or like a 7-0 run with like within like less than 2 minutes. Then they go up, right? And then the Phoenix Suns go and do the same damn thing, complete meltdown, and the Timberwolves ended up losing by 1 point. So, yeah, freaking meltdown there. I had to go look at the chart after that game because I was like, I want to see what the astrology says about that. So, yeah, and when I was watching the game too, the Timberwolves were up by like 7 points with like a minute and change or something to go. And I said out loud to Gigi, I'm like, they got this in the bag. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Ended up losing. That was terrible display. So anyway. I like that, Ryan. Choke, pack, choke. No pack, no. Go on and choke. There we go. T-Bass, what's the worst thing about a busload of Packer fans going over a cliff? There were 2 empty seats. Oh, damn. Woo! Ouch. Woo! Dang. Well, I hope they all like survive, right? I don't want to like condone any sort of something like that. But, you know, with the satire, I feel you. That's, the ouch, man. But I will say, you guys, out of all of the teams, I will absolutely never, I would rather cheer for no one than cheer for the evil to the east, okay? Oh, okay, more by the original Dairy Queen. I don't know Mix Office, but very good. All right. I don't think the Dairy Queen's probably open, right? Otherwise, I was going to say go over there and stop by for a cone. Does that Dairy Queen do crunch cones? I still want to start my own Dairy Queen, but it's a vegan version and it's called Non-Dairy Queen. All right, where they have the everything, but it's just veganized. But my favorite thing was like the crunch cones. Those were, and obviously blizzards. But T-Bass, I miss my Chicago Blackhawks rivalry with the old Minnesota North Stars, right? Man, yeah, freaking Minnesota North Stars. They get talked about still so much, which just proves like how amazing, they were. And I like the North Star. I like the green, I mean, the Wild are actually on a bit of an upswing now. I don't know what their record is, but they've been winning, I believe, as of late. But cheers, everybody. I'm going to have a sip of my leftover lukewarm coffee here. It's not even really warm at all. I'm going to put it on my little warmer, my hot plate, and hope for the best. I feel like I might have a text message from Cousin Mark here. Well, I do. All right, you guys, before I get the astrology pop in, we got an update from Cousin Mark. All right, who is a Vikings fan as well. And those of you who probably know this, I usually share. So this is the first time reading this. Cousin Mark says a couple minutes ago, well, Jade, I think today is a big day for JJM if he doesn't play good, and I don't mean excellent. If he misses passes by a lot like last week and throws into double coverages like he did last week, the Vikings are in serious trouble, not just for the year. Also, just a side note about Cousin Mark, he watches a lot of college football and knows a lot about Brosmer and watches a lot of Gopher football too. Anyway, so continuing, this year is gone and we all know it. But for future years, I know he's basically a rookie playing wise, but it tells me he didn't learn shit sitting on the sidelines last year. You can have all the talent in the world, but if you choke when you need it, doesn't do any good. You have to be able to take the pressure, and I don't mean pass pressure. And then he said comments at half. So that's from Cousin Mark a couple minutes ago. So we'll see what he says at halftime. And I always follow up and I'll text him back later. But yeah. All right. Oh, it closed at the beginning of November. All right. So no crunch cones or no blizzards, I guess, for right now. All right. I got the cone head going on a little bit today. I kind of wish this would stay up a little bit. I got my antenna up here, people. Okay. T-Bass, if the Vikings can only win 2 games of the year, I always hope it's against the Packers. There you go. I'm with you on that one. Nice. They got the crunch cones. Very good. Solid. Those little crunchies. I used to get blizzards, Oreo blizzards, mint Oreo blizzard. And then I like to get the crunch cone if I could. And I would do the twist with the crunch. So anyway. But I'm still waiting for the non-Dairy Queen. I got to start that myself. They do have vegan dilly bars or non-dairy dilly bars. So I've had 1 or 2 of those. Okay, you guys. So here's the chart for today. Astrology chart, obviously. Or I shouldn't say obviously. For those of you that don't know, this is the astrology chart for today. Damn it. I kind of wish it was a little bit... I wish that I could grab the screen and move it over, but I'll just go like this a little bit. All right, there we go. Okay, there it is. Let's see. T-Bass, I have a feeling J.J. McCarthy may be very comparable to Tim Tebow. Oh, boy. Great college career, but never could get over the mechanics. Yeah, that's interesting. It does kind of seem like it could be going that way. With the whole angel thing, our little cherub, okay, little angel, and I did happen to see Raps. I saw it afterward, but he had Greg Holcomb, I think is his name, JJ McCarthy's quarterback coach, call in. I thought that was really cool. After the kind of Chris Carter, Greg Holcomb like comment on Twitter there that kind of like blew up. And with McCarthy, I still am under the impression, I'm kind of the still that I said before, many moons ago, or I'm sticking to the same thing. I'm not really changing my tune. It's just going to take him some time, and one thing too, that he made a comment about, like, if they're reteaching him how to play quarterback, and I mean, I was a fast pitch. was a pitcher in softball for many years. And knock on wood. I don't want to like toot my own horn, but I was pretty good. And I had a very interesting like windup, but it worked really, really well for me. And then right before I was kind of done playing, this pitcher coach, and I don't want to put it all on him, you know, he and like the coaches really like made me change my windup. And because they said that I was losing too much momentum and losing too much energy on my windup, and they made me change it. And I did not do well after that. And like looking back, I kind of wish that I wouldn't have listened to them because I was a lot better pitcher before that. But so I was just kind of comparing that, you know, to my high school pitching career a little bit. But I don't know. So if they're trying to like change the way that he's completely throwing the ball, I mean, obviously they have reason and stuff, but and how much of this too is like excuses and them just trying to like buy time? One really never knows, right? But I think a lot of it too, like a lot of this, like I'm rewiring things or whatever McCarthy says, like, you know, that's a little fishy to me. It's a little fishy to me. Most of you kind of know that I look a little deeper, look a little further. So, and the thing is, it's like this is ownership's issue. This is the team's issue. They're the ones that decided to go all in, right? Getting the cart before the horse. And JJ McCarthy's Chinese zodiac animal is a horse. And actually, this next year, you guys, the Chinese New Year is around early February. We are actually going to be going into the year of the horse. So since JJ McCarthy is a horse, that is his Chinese zodiac animal, next year might be actually a little bit better for him. And I just personally think it's going to take some time. You know, it's going to take him a little bit of time, and it's not his fault, really, that I'm not making excuses because he should be playing better, right? Like he needs to kind of take a breath sometimes when he can and maybe just like get out of his own head a little bit because there are errors that are under his control. Don't get me wrong. But the team and the organization, they're the ones that decided to go all in on a rookie quarterback that had never played in a real NFL game, coming off of an injury, came from college where it wasn't like a pass first offense. And also he's expecting his very first child all at the same time. Again, being in an instant pot, being in a pressure cooker. All right. But there's still things that he can do better, right? Himself. So anyway. Hi, John. Good to see ya. Hey. Best ice cream ever was 2 scoops from Baskin Robbins at the mall. There you go. Baskin Robbins was good too. And I liked Dippin' Dots. I liked Dippin' Dots too. Let's see. T-Bass, I would have loved to have talked to that guy. I would have asked him, you've been his quarterback coach since 7th grade. What's up with his bad mechanics and techniques? It is your fault. Yeah, maybe you'll have to ask Rat maybe if he can have him back on and they can take questions, audience questions too. But yeah, I mean, good questions and fair questions too. John, take chances, hope for the best. What's done is done. Exactly, right? Exactly. So we got about 3 minutes before kickoff today, you guys. And unlike last week, we're getting Greg. We get Greg in the booth today. Nice. Greg Olson. I like him. I don't know who his sidekick is here. Somebody wants to tell me, but I enjoy some Greg Olson up in the booth. So let's see here. Unlike last week, I was really paying attention to kickoff because the time is so important with the astrology chart, like the majority of you know. But today, that's not the case, really. I mean, yes, some things will change just very, very, very slightly, you know, within a couple of minutes or so. Basically, what I look at, again, in the chart is I look at the moon, what the moon is doing. She's the co-ruler of the entire chart. She rules the people, how they're going to kind of be feeling today. So for today, the moon is in Capricorn. The moon rules our emotions, our feelings. The moon being in Capricorn is what's called in detriment. So that's when a planet or the sun or the moon are in a sign opposite that it rules. The moon doesn't feel completely comfortable in the sign of Capricorn. It can be maybe a little bit more cold, a little bit more reserved, more pragmatic kind of energy. For the Green Bay Packers, they're ruled by Leo today. Leo is ruled by the sun. we just moved into Sagittarius, so happy Sagittarius season to all the Sages out there, all the archers out there. We're in your season. So the Packers are ruled by the sun, which is very, very powerful because the sun, right, we need it. It's our effervescence. It's our life force energy. And then for the visiting Vikings, they're going to be ruled by Saturn, the greater malefic planet in astrology. It's slow moving, slow climb to the top. Saturn rules the signs of Capricorn and Aquarius. And it's interesting that Aquarius is the ruler of the Vikings today. JJ McCarthy was born when the sun was in Aquarius. So the Vikings are going to be ruled by the greater malefic Saturn today, which can be it might take the Vikings a little bit of time to get in the rhythm today with Saturn. It's a slow move. It's a slow climb to the top. The Vikings are also going to be co-ruled by Uranus because Uranus is the modern day ruler of Aquarius. All right. So the moon, let's see. We got a couple minutes here, you guys. Let's see. Now, long story short, I do think I have a few notes about this game today. I think it might be a little bit of a weird game. And I wrote down maybe just a little bit of sloppy energy from both sides, potentially, because for the Vikings, their game today is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is still in retrograde motion, so Mercury is kind of acting a little bit more funky than it normally does. And then for the Packers, their how they play their game today is ruled by Jupiter. Now, Jupiter is in a really good position because Jupiter is communicating these blue lines here very, very nicely with Mercury, Venus, and with Saturn, Neptune. But for the Packers, the evil, how they play their game today, Jupiter, it's in their 12th house of what's hidden away from them. And also the 12th house rules hidden enemies. So perhaps their gameplay could kind of get in their way today, how they play their game. Not to mention for the evil to the east, they do have the moon in their 5th house of how they play their game today. And again, the moon is not in a comfortable position today. But on the flip side, the Vikings are kind of dealing with the same thing. How the Vikings play their game today is ruled by Mercury. And then how the Vikings show up to the public today is ruled by Jupiter. Now, the sun is very, very, very powerful, and that is the ruler, again, of the Packers today. Now, the sun is not doing anything with the moon. The sun is not doing anything with Jupiter. The sun is in Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter can bring blessings and good luck. However, if we look at Saturn, Saturn, again, is the ruler of the Vikings today. Saturn is also retrograde. Saturn is still making good communication with Jupiter, with Mercury, and also with the part of fortune, which is an Arabic lot. So I think this is going to be a bit of a sloppy game for both. I do think it'll take the Vikings a little bit of time to kind of get rolling today. And since we're in Sagittarius season right now, and I've said this for the last few weeks here, and it aligns with the astrology, you know, what's going on in the sky often is what's going down here. Aaron Jones is going to be having a birthday in about a week. He is a sun in Sagittarius, so I think he needs to be very, very much the focal point of today for the Vikings because Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter and Saturn are supporting one another. And Saturn is getting support from Mercury. And I could potentially see this game coming down to the wire because when Saturn is involved, we've seen it before. It happened last week. The Chicago Bears were ruled by Saturn and they won at the very end with time expiring. Saturn is also like Father Time, karmic energy. All right. So I do think it's going to be a close one today. But when I was kind of going down the line, I'm going to come back to the chat, you guys. I am. Let's see. What else did my notes say? I already got to that. Green Bay could look very powerful and very adventurous today with their gameplay. But I think overall, when I was going through the yeses or the nos, we're about to have kickoff today. I just think that the Vikings are getting more support. And again, I think Aaron Jones is going to be a focal point today. Really use him wisely because we're in Sagittarius season right now. And the one thing, though, that worries me is that the co-ruler, Vikings are getting the ball first here. The co-ruler for the Vikings, which is Uranus, is opposing Mercury. So that could be more sloppy gameplay for the Vikings. A little bit confusion, something unexpected. But Saturn is the ruler of Aquarius and Capricorn. JJ McCarthy is a Aquarius. So there could be some hiccups again. And I said this last week and I was surprised by it. I expect JJ McCarthy to have a better game today. I am picking the Vikings to win today by approximately like 2 to 6 points. I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to come down to the wire. And if the Vikings utilize Aaron Jones, which isn't really a surprise to anybody, but again, he's a Sagittarius. We're in Sagittarius season right now. He's going to have a birthday in about a week. And usually the time right before your birthday can be very, very busy and very important. And again, that's really no surprise because running the ball has been something that Vikings fans have wanted, that Kevin O'Connell should utilize a little bit more. We maybe could see some confusion still from the Cherub and from Kevin O'Connell himself and from Justin Jefferson because they are ruled by Mercury and Mercury is retrograde in motion. First down for the Vikings thanks to Aaron Jones. So let's pay attention to Aaron Jones. I think we're going to see a little bit more polished gameplay from JJ McCarthy today, but perhaps still a little confusion there. But again, I think it's going to be a close one, and I am picking the Vikings to win by about 2 to 6 points. All right, so, all right, I'm going to come back to the chat here, you guys. Okay, and I did want to look up, and it's 1st and 10 for the Vikings. They're at the 50-yard line. It's been running so far. JJ McCarthy to Justin Jefferson for a first down. Very nice. And two, I'm a little bit surprised by this as well because Vikings being ruled by Saturn, I said it might take them a little bit of time to kind of get going today. But I mean, so far so good, right? Knock on wood. So again, Aaron Jones, I think, will be a focal point. I do think McCarthy, little angel, will be a little bit more polished today. I do think there could still be some questionable calls from Kevin O'Connell and maybe some questionable stuff from JJ McCarthy because we have Uranus, which is the planet of upheaval, of chaos, disruption. Uranus is the co-ruler of Aquarius. Again, JJ McCarthy is an Aquarius. And there's this red line here, this opposition. So that's kind of like two ends here. Uranus is opposing Mercury. And then I do think that the fans could be a little bit more reserved, but a little bit more kind of pissed off and angry today. Just because the evil to the east, they have Mars, which is the planet of ambition, drive, anger. They do have Mars in their 4th house of their home, the stadium. So we'll see how it goes. I didn't like the pass that just happened with the little cherub there. He was looking for Jordan Addison. And it's a 3rd and 10 for the Vikings. So they started out kind of strong here. And now well, all right, let's keep running the ball. So again, taking the Vikings in a close one today by 2 to 6 points. I'm going to eventually write that down. But all right, McCarthy looking to pass, and it's incomplete. So it's always 3rd down for this team. And yeah, it's going to be 4th down. So a little bit, some good, some bad, some ugly there on the first drive. And two, it's interesting with the moon being in Capricorn. Capricorn is a cold sign. It's a little chilly today in old Green Bay. So we got Big Will coming out here for a 52-yard field goal attempt. I'm going to take down the chart for now. I will probably come back to it. But hey, we'll take the points here, right? So Vikings take an early lead, 3-0. So yeah, all right. There we go. I'm going to stop sharing for a second. Thanks again, everybody, for joining. Appreciate it. And I'm going to put the score on the bottom now. And before I forget to do so, I'm just going to write down, you guys, I had 2 pages of notes today about this game. Here's page 1 and then page 2. All right. But, yeah, again, a little bit sloppy I'm feeling for kind of both teams. But I'm going to write down my prediction before I forget, because you guys, I always got to write stuff down. All right. And, you know, again, you guys, with Saturn involved here heavily, it very much could come down to timing and come down to the wire. All right. So, what are you guys talking about? Angel diaper baby. That's hilarious. I mean, yeah, him and his kid both still in diapers, right? But it's like, you know, it's the freaking organizations, you know, they're the ones that decided to do that. So they got to deal with it, right? All right, T-Best, what do you got? Jordan Love is very good against the blitz. Yeah. We'll have to see what Brian Flores, you know, has up his sleeve today, what he's stirring around in his cauldron, all right? And Brian Flores, too, he's a Pisces. Pisces is ruled by Jupiter, or his sun sign, I should say. So who Brian Flores is at his core, he's sun in Pisces, and Pisces is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is supporting Saturn today. So the Vikings defense, I do expect them to play pretty well today. They have been the last couple of weeks, which would also kind of support the energy that's going on in the sky. And, you know, with the Vikings being ruled by Saturn does rule like older people too. So again, Aaron Jones, he's a little bit older. So look for like the older kind of veteran players to kind of help today with the Vikings. All right. But again, the evil to the east, they are ruled by the sun today. And the sun, again, we need the sun, right? So they could be very adventurous, kind of maybe very flashy today. And they could go try to do some like unearthing today as well. So we'll see what happens. Yeah. Hey Grim, how you doing? Greetings. No, I didn't look at the Bears. I actually just looked at this chart for today. What time do they play? Are they playing right now? They're playing the Steelers, right? I'll be cheering for even though he who shall not be named, it doesn't sound like he's playing today. And I shouldn't be rooting for the Bears, but I like Mike Tomlin. I do, but I can't stand he who shall not be named. And I don't really like Mason Rudolph either. So, go Bears. But no, I didn't look at that at all. But I hope it's a good game for y'all. All right. And thanks for being here. Love needs to be more accurate with passes. Got to pick off a few. That would be good, John. That would be good. It's been a minute since we've seen a pick here. So Vikings up early, 3-0, 12:48 left to go. Packers getting the ball on their own 30. Jordan Love hands it off, and it's going to be back to the line of scrimmage. Also, I think, is Josh Jacobs playing today? It doesn't look like he is. That's kind of like their main running back. Let's see. I did also look up, I wanted to see the astrology sign of Christian Watson, too. He is a Taurus, so I just kind of wanted to look that up. Both Jordan Love and Matt LaFleur, they're Scorpio. They were born when the sun was in Scorpio. They're actually, their birthdays are only like one day apart. So Mars is the ruler of Scorpio, and then Pluto is the traditional ruler. So they might be come out playing a little bit more angry today as well, because Mars rules anger. But that was a pass, and it's going to be third down for the Packers here. It's 3rd and 3. They're on their own 37, 36-yard line. It looks like the Vikings jumped. Oh, no flag, though. But just like that, wide open Christian Watson. It's going to be good for a first down, unfortunately. All right. We got a Twitch bot in here? Really? Oh, my gosh. Twitch bot. Hi, Judith. Good to see ya. Just a modicum of improvement would be nice. Modicum. I'm not familiar with that word, but I like it. I want to look it up. Judith, good to see you. Always good to see you, girl. But yeah, just a little bit of improvement. That's all we're asking. We're not asking for all that much, right? So yeah, I agree. I gotta look at the meaning of that word. I love it. A small quantity of a particular thing, especially something considered desirable or valuable.
Modicum.
I like that. Judith, very good. Very well put. 406, how you doing? I think I'd prefer the Vikings running the option for 3 hours instead of McCarthy throwing. I mean, yeah, that seemed to be what worked the first series, and that seems to be the recipe for success. They are giving Mr. Love here way too much time. It was 2nd and 6, and unfortunately, there's a flag. We got an Adam Thielen shoe over here. All right.
Whatever lump there, you idiot. Who throws a shoe?
It's going to be on Josh Metellus, it looks like. Damn it. Dude, you can't be armed like that. Damn it. Ugh. I don't hate the Packers as much as I used to when Karen Rodgers was under center. I would agree with that. I still don't like him. But yeah, it's less of a hatred now that he's gone. All right. Well, that was a shit penalty for the Vikings. I mean, he was holding, Metellus had a hold of his arm. Number 88 for the Evil. And that's going to put them in amazing scoring position today. And now the Evil are at the Vikings about 24-yard line, 23-yard line. It's a 1st and 10. It's going to be a toss. It's going to be a run for a couple yards or so. God, that was such an idiotic penalty. Ugh, you can't be doing that. Hey, Giants up by 7 already on the Lions. All right. Are the Lions losing some of their roar? What's going on there, huh? All right. Yeah, 406, right? You took the words right out of my mouth. That was before, though, with Christian. He was covering Christian Watson on that one. Bum run. Yeah. Ugh. All right, 2nd and 6 for the Evil. They're on the Vikings 20. Jordan Love and the Shoddy. They're giving him way too much time to throw the ball. Wide open to number 13, that's Hicks, who almost gets in the end zone. Man, I thought this game would be a little bit more sloppy, but maybe it's just going to be a lot of like back and forthness today too. We'll see what happens, but not a good defensive effort so far by the Vikings here. They're definitely, again, they're giving Jordan Love way too much time. But again, Packers are ruled by the sun today. Sun's very powerful. The sun is in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is a fiery sign. It's the archer, right? Very adventurous. And again, fire sign. Vikings ruled by Saturn. That's way more slow. All right, so touchdown, Green Bay. They took like 3 minutes to get in the end zone. It's Emmanuel Wilson for a touchdown, and the Evil go up early. All right, that was not a good series defensively for the Vikings at all. That was trash. Soda, how you doing? We suck again. Yeah, from the water boy there. Yeah. I mean, if you're giving Jordan Love all the time in the world, what else is he going to do? Right? All right, so they're going for the PAT here, and it's good. Packers now up. Vikings had the early lead. That didn't last long. Okay. All right, let's see what happens here. So we got some early scoring here, though. But it's like, Brian Flores, defense, where are you guys? You paying attention? Playing a game today. Hello. Bears picked off the ball. Bears drove down for a touchdown. Wow, the Vikings defense needs a little bit of that. All right, they need to have a little bit of that power going into the rest of the game today. Damn. Oh, that was just like the Vikings defense didn't even really seem to be anywhere. So, but again, you guys, let's might take the Vikings till like the second half to kind of get the wheels in motion today. It might be a little bit more like getting kind of the rust off type of feeling today too. So 406. I swear Love always plays his best against the Vikings. That's so freaking annoying. I feel like that happens a lot of the time too with where the Vikings will just like I don't know. It's just like play in a way to let the other like star opponent just absolutely shine, right? And it's annoying as hell. So hopefully it doesn't continue. But yeah, we'll have to see how the cookie crumbles today. Now I want a cookie. All right. Hopefully everybody's got their snacks and bevies and anything that, you know, get us through the game today. But again, it's only the first quarter, you guys. I'm going to take it off mute though once we get back because I want to hear how loud they are at Lambeau today. Freaking sitting on the cement. Okay, I've never been there. I would actually enjoy going to a Vikings-Packers game there, you know, one time, just to kind of see how it is. But I'd have to bring my own butt seat or whatever. Otherwise, again, aren't you like sitting on cement there? Which can be a little cold. And I don't know, I might have to go get a sweater monkey over here. I do have my space heater on. And it's super nice here today. Super sunny. And I think it's going to be in like the 50s today. Yesterday, I don't normally like to talk about the weather, but we got some time. Yesterday was so nice here. It was almost like 60 degrees. I took my dog to the park. We were out there wandering around for like an hour. So that was really nice. And man, it's already 53 degrees here. Feels like 48. We got a balmy day. So after the game, I'm going to be listening to everybody's like vent line. I do like going over and listening to Rap's vent line after the game. So I'll probably be listening while I'm taking my dog for a walk. Is it that bad, Jade, drinking moonshine on camera? Damn it, you caught me. Damn it. No. Yeah, it's all good. This is just water, you know. If I was chugging moonshine, oh man, I'd be on the floor in probably about 2 minutes. It's not that bad yet, no. No, that's funny. I had moonshine. I've had it like homemade moonshine. I had that. I've had it once or maybe like twice. And it was before I was 21, when I was in high school. But I had friends that you know, they made their own. And it's like one little sip and you're like, okay. But yeah, so I have had that before. But it's been a while. All right, Vikings got the ball again, 1st and 10. It's going to be a handoff. Oh, actually, I wanted to look up Jordan Mason's birthday. Let's see. I feel like I looked him up before, but I can't remember. And, you know, here's the thing. It's like, let's see. He's 26. He's from Tennessee. Oh, he's a Gemini, too. We got a lot of Geminis on the team. All right. Gemini, again, you guys is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is retrograde right now, so it's a little funky. 2nd and 7. McCarthy looking to pass. High pass to Aaron Jones. Might be good for a 1st down. It is going to be 3rd down. All right, damn. It's going to be like 3rd and 1. You know, McCarthy, it's just like, it's there, but it's just like, dude, you got to just like, I don't know. Again, I said this last week. Like, I understand it's so quick, so you can't like take a breath and then go. But like mentally, if you need to just like take a second. Because it's just like these passes are so just like, you know, a little like too, you know? All right. Aaron Jones with the 1st down. It was 3rd and 1. Okay, what's up with all right, never mind. Okay. 1st and 10, Minnesota. Me too. I think, again, 406, I don't know if you were on earlier, but they really need to utilize him because Aaron Jones is a Sagittarius. We just went into Sagittarius season. Again, happy Sagittarius season to all the archers out there, all the Sages. And he's going to have a birthday on the 3rd of December. I think Aaron Jones' birthday. So it's coming up. So hopefully they utilize. Oh, man, a bobbled snap. Ah! What the hell is that? I thought the Vikings had their whole offensive line back. What's happening now? The cherub fell on it, though. All right. So we'll give you one of these. Okay. Now it's 2nd and 13 for the Vikings. Not good. Yeah, Aaron Jones needs to get in the end zone today. Yeah, that was not good. Now it's 2nd and 13. Grim. There are actual legal shine distilleries in Virginia. I'll send you some. You like cherry? That's very kind of you. I'm okay though. I do like cherry though. All right. Aaron Jones with the run. Now we're going to be at 3rd and long. Going to be probably like 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8. You know, they sell moonshine in the stores now though. Like this was way back in the day. And I'm not like a huge drinker every now and again, but yeah, you can have some for me, but I do like cherry. Yes. My beverage of choice, alcoholic beverage of choice is gin, actually. I'm like an old lady like that. I like a gin and tonic with like a lime. 3rd and 9. How is it 3rd and 9? It was just 3rd and 8. All right, you got time. The pass was complete to Hawkinson, but it's not good. Now it's 4th and 5. Or I should say not good enough for a fresh set of downs. I mean, McCarthy had some time there. He had time. Not long enough, apparently. And you guys, I've said this before. I want to see more of like the eagle eye view of, what else is going on. So, all right, Ryan Wright is out to punt on the 4th and 5. All right, we'll see if the Vikings defense can have a little bit better of a show out here. Let's see where they're going to place it. Ryan Wright, I will say, doing a lot of knocking on wood today. Between Big Will and Ryan Wright, the kicking is all right, okay? Very nice punt by Ryan. Gets it right on like the inside the 10-yard line there. So at least we got that. All right. So what else is everybody drinking today? Again, I got to put my antenna up here, my cone head. It's kind of falling out of place. So yeah. And I might text cousin Mark back here quick while we're on commercial. Let's see. I'm going to say agreed. So far, the cherub needs some work. The cherub looking the same. Let's just let Aaron Jones run the entire team, okay? Run the entire offense. All right, I'm telling cousin Mark. Let's see. All right, and we look forward to the halftime check-in. All right. And I will say cousin Mark, too, he does a amazing Mick Jagger. I mean, amazing. Like, got it down to a T. So, all right. Soda, I think JJ had someone deep. I wish they showed the wide angle too, right? Like, we want to see it. We want to see what's going on. And it's like, the thing is too, I don't know. We'll have to see. I was going to say, like, is he nervous now to throw deep because of, the interceptions and what's happened? And, if we could only be a fly on the wall, right? And, yeah, I just think, and I think to defend the cherub here, I just think, again, the way that everything was set up, it's so much pressure on the kid, so much pressure on him coming into this season. And, I mean, some people work really, really well under pressure. Some people, not so much, So now the evil are starting in their own butt. All right, this would be perfect opportunity for a defensive turnover here. This is prime turnover country here. Okay. It was Jordan Love to Christian Watson. It's going to be 2nd down. All right. Sadly, just Mountain Dew for me out on the road till Thanksgiving Eve. Hey, that's not bad, right? Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. But hey, short week too, hopefully, maybe for people out there. And if it's not, hopefully everything goes well. 2nd and 1 for the evil. They're on their own 10. Nobody jump. Don't do it. It's going to be a handoff. And, I think they held him. It's going to be 3rd down. All right, defense, here you go. Prime time here for a turnover. We're getting a little New York Giants and Lions. Holy crap. They had a trick play worked out. Woo, wow. Damn. And is it Jameis Winston that's playing in for Dart that's injured? Wow, they had a little trickery. I bet Kevin O'Connell, dad, will see that later and be like, see, I can do that. I tried to do that over here. It's just not happening. All right, it's 3rd down for the evil. 3rd and 1. I want to take it off mute and see how loud it is in there. Hello? Can we make a tackle? Of course not. It's a little bit subdued in there, but they're on offense, so. Hey, that sounds good, John. Yogurt, blueberries, bananas, oats, and coffee. Hell yeah. Breakfast of champions right there. I haven't had anything to eat today yet. I did buy something new yesterday before I went to the park, so I'll bring it in at halftime. You guys know that I don't like to eat on stream, but ooh, Hawaiian Punch, hell yeah, that's a sugary delight. Love it. I do enjoy some Hawaiian Punch. All right, 1st and 10 for the evil. They're now on their own 20. Ooh, yes, a batted down ball. We like to see that for somebody else. All right. Nice. 2nd and 10 for the evil. That was Redmond that got his paw up in there. We like to see it. Hi, Z. How you doing? Yeah, it's a little bit forced, isn't it? And it's like, I don't know if it's a combo platter of him just wanting to do well, of like being in the pressure cooker, the Instant Pot. I don't know. But it's like, just cool it. If you can, cool it. Namaste, all right? If you can. Why are we giving Jordan Love all the time in the world? Why? And I saw a lot of holding there too by the evil. And the majority of you guys know that I'm not one to get on the refs just because, they're going to call what they call. So whatever. That was Rodgers on the coverage there. One time we can actually say Rodgers now because it's Isaiah Rodgers. Now it's 3rd and 10 for the evil. This would be an amazing defensive stop here for the Vikings. We got the last remaining member of the Babysitters Club there wandering around. We got Harrison Smith. Do not jump. Stop it, people. Clock's getting down there. Oh, they're coming with the pressure. No! Damn it! They got the floater out. Are you... Ugh. Damn it, that's annoying. Is that Hicks again? Ugh. I like the call there, coming in with the pressure. Damn it. Harrison Smith, where were you on that one? You can't be everywhere. Damn it. I do like that call, but that's annoying. Brian Flores should be the head coach of Cincinnati next year. Woo! We'll see. Damn. Yeah, I'm surprised. I was surprised that he came back, that he's with the Vikings again. And giving Mr. Love there a lot of time, trying to be twinkle toes back there. Pass is incomplete. It's going to be 2nd and 10. We're almost at the 2-minute warning of the first. Green Bay up 7-3. 2:03 left to go. Yeah, summer home. Right? I saw that creepy ass puppet. I don't know, but I don't like it. Yeah, I saw that too, Z. I saw that too, man. Yeah, stupid. I agree, right? Again. Oh, we got the typical fans there without shirts on. Okay, now the Vikings defensive line decided to jump. It looks like. Freaking penalty. Who's it going to be on? Vikings are saying it's on the evil. All right, there. We got one. Got another Adam Thielen shoe. Who throws a shoe? A horse, okay? Damn it. How were there that many Vikings around Hicks and they still managed to get that? What? No. All right, 2nd and 15. It looks like the Vikings defense is already tuckered out, which is unfortunate. All right. Our defensive backs are just watching. Got to keep playing. DB's eyes caught looking in the backfield. That's a good call there. Once again, giving what's his face all the time in the world here. He overthrew the receiver. Last remaining member of it was Christian Watson. Last remaining member of the Babysitters Club, Harrison Smith, with the coverage there. Now it's 3rd and 15. Oh, for sure, yeah. And I mean, he's not like, we know he's not actually old, but for like playing standards, yeah, right. Man, again, the Babysitters Club, it used to be Xavier Rhodes, Harrison Smith, Eric Kendricks, Anthony Barr. That was the Babysitters Club back in the day. Now we got the only remaining member left. 3rd and 15. Can we not give him all the time in the world? Thank you. There we go. We got a sack. Dallas Turner. Thank you, man. Somebody's waking up there. 4th and 20. Where are your friends at, you guys? All right. Yes. We like to see it. Finally. Rip Van Ginkel was trying to get in there too. Looks like he was being held a little bit. Dallas Turner got in there. Rip Van Ginkel right on the ass. All right. That was good. We need to see some more of that. All right. About a minute to go. Again, you guys, I'm watching Hulu over here, so I'm about a minute behind. We got Miles Price back there. Long kick. Come on, Miles. Vikings are going to start with the ball about the 25-yard line. All right. We got McCarthy throwing some passes. You guys, I am kind of chilly, to be honest with you. I might have to go get a sweater. Okay. 406. Hey, our first-round edge rusher, Dallas Turner, finally showed up. Where's he been the last 2 years? Better late than never, right? Right? He's like, oh, hey, you guys, I'm here. I'm here, okay? I'm playing. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe they just, again, with the Vikings being ruled by Saturn today, Saturn and Uranus, might be a little kerfuffleness today, kind of getting going. It might take the Vikings a little while to get into the swing of things here. It would be nice if it wasn't like the 4th quarter before the Vikings got in the end zone, because that's a recipe for disaster, okay? It'd be nice if we could see him in the end zone a little bit before that, but we'll see. He does. Yeah, I agree. Yes. Again, things move, I'm sure, so insanely quickly. I mean, we can kind of see it, but just again, dude, have a namaste moment in your head, okay? Slow things down in your brain if you can do it. But I think a lot of it, too, is just the speed of the game, him coming in, the pressure of everything, him wanting to do well, and just okay, I need to make this happen. I need to make this happen right now, right? So, but yeah, it's dude, just, you're back there. Take your time if you can, all right? But Giants are up by 10 now. Damn. All right. Hey, Ozo, how you doing? So how do we start a fan vote to have the Vikings draft Koi Pirich in 1 to 2 years? Who is that? I don't know. I think we just got to make a lot of noise, but I got to look that up. Oh, is he a gopher? I like that name. That's a very cool name. He's from SKOL, Minnesota. Where the heck is that? I think, honestly, it just makes some noise. Because they listen. Ownership and stuff listens. Oh, this is in Cook State Park. That's up north. Northern Minnesota. I'm looking up where SKOL is. Let's see. Oh, it's right outside Duluth. Okay. All right. We're back. It looks like it was a throw to Justin Jefferson, but I missed it. Here, let's see what the replay says. Oh, they're showing us something else. Oh, okay, so he's right outside of Duluth, where he's from. He's a safety. Ah, yeah, the Vikings definitely are going to be in the market. Going to need one of those. Nice. Let's keep our eye on him. Pyrrhic? Is that how you say his last name? Pyrrhich? It's kind of interesting. His last name almost sounds like perch, or almost spelled like perch, and his first name is Coy. All right. 2nd and 3 for Minnesota. So far, the Angel, he's 4 for 7 for 33 yards. We got an injured Evil on the field. All right. Ooh. Damn. Shoot. Number 25 for the Evil, pushing Justin Jefferson out, and then just had a little helmet to helmet with his own player on the sideline there. Yikes. Ooh. Ugh. That's not good. Nice. I like it. I like that call. Very good. A mini Harrison Smith. Hell yeah. And, Minnesota Vikings fans, they love Minnesota guy being on the team. I think that could be somebody to definitely watch. I like that. Good call on that. 2nd and 3. And you guys, majority of you know that I don't watch college football, so I just have to take what you guys say and look it up. Jordan Mason, looks like it's going to be good enough for a first down here. 2nd and 3. Fresh set of downs. Almost the end of the first quarter. Mr. Woodsman. I like that name. And I like your picture there, too. Z, we need that Notre Dame running back. He's like Peterson, only faster. All right. Honestly, I feel like Vikings and ownership should look at the fans for more direction when they're drafting and stuff, honestly. Like, I know they have all their people and they're doing everything, but, like, that's why they listen to everybody's, like, shows. And, I mean, they're listening. They're all over the place. Okay, they need to take some notes from you all because you guys make some good points. That's why I want to start it here, dude, is, like, Travis Hunter, like, baller. Nice. Yeah, I mean, I think if we just start saying it, start throwing the name out there, and then we'll start hearing it everywhere, all right? I think the fans have more. Sometimes I feel like the fans need to utilize their power a little bit more, because, like, at the end of the day, we're the ones that give the ownership the money and stuff by going to the games and buying the merch, right? It's kind of like, back in the day, like the uproar, right? Like the peasants, versus like the noble people. Right, kind of taking over. I'm not saying it needs to be like drastic or like war or anything like that. But like, if you're unhappy with the team, unhappy with what ownership's doing, don't go to the games. Don't go to the games. Because if that stadium was empty, people not going to the games, they're going to listen. Then they're going to listen. Right? And I know, I get it. I get it. People, it's fun. You want to go, be supported, all that stuff. But if you want to see some actual change and ownership to listen, don't go. Don't go. Watch from home. Don't buy their merch. Don't go. You want to make a statement? Don't go. Anyway, how do you guys feel about that? I think sometimes you got to turn the tables, right? Turn the tables a little bit. And who says you can't? I've been unhappy with the team and for me it goes to ownership. It goes back to ownership for me because again, it's a business. When there's a problem with a business, you got to go to owners and ownership. I have not been to a game in years. I don't plan on going to one for quite some time. We'll see. Mr. Woodsman. If we had a bell cow running back, JJ would move the ball effectively because JJ is not a pocket passer, right? Yeah, and he didn't come from that sort of like regime in college either. So, this could turn into like a Pizza Ranch boy situation, right? Where you got your quarterback, but then you got a Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy the entire roster to support him, right? Too. And, you know, maybe over time, that's going to be what they're going to do. So, you know, got to set them up for success too, right? All right, 1st and 10 for the Vikings. It's going to be another handoff. It's Jordan Mason. Going to be good for probably about 4 yards or so. We are now in the second quarter. I like it. Very good. So it's 2nd and 6 for the Perp. They're down by 4. Evil 7, SKOL 3. I feel like that first quarter went pretty quick. Thanks again, everybody, for hanging out. Appreciate you. I love it. Nice. We're the running rock. Exactly. We got to use our power, people. Okay. All right, another handoff. Jordan Mason is free! Get out there and fly! Ah! Oh, he was so close. Spread your wings and fly, Gemini. All right? Actually, I like that. That works, doesn't it? Jordan Mason is a sun in Gemini, so Geminis, you know, they're ruled by Mercury. They're the tricksters, too. There's 2 sides, the twins. Kevin O'Connell's a Gemini. Justin Jefferson's a Gemini as well. All right. Minnesota are now in evil territory. Let's just keep giving that ball to Mason. Move, Mason, move. All right. It's going to be 2nd down. Keep that momentum up. It's 2nd and 1 now. And you know what? If this is the winning formula, all right, Kevin O'Connell, take notes. Okay? And, you know, I'm sure we'll see some sort of trickery from Kevin O'Connell because he can't help himself, right? And again, Kevin O'Connell, being a Gemini, Geminis are the tricksters. Mercury's a trickster. So, 2nd and 2. It's going to be Mason again. They can't stop him. Can't stop, won't stop. We'll take it. Looks like we got CJ Ham in there doing some blocking. We'll take it. Kevin O'Connell, Dad's bundled up today, you guys. He's got the heavy sweater on with the little zippy, it looks like, underneath it. Dad's got to stay warm. Actually, I might have to go get my little zippy, all right? Because, again, I'm a little chilly, even though I got my space heater on. My hands are cold. My hands are cold. All right, Vikings now at the Evil's 25. The little angel completing to Josh Oliver. All right. Let's keep this momentum up. Let's do it. Again, I don't like to see number 84 being worn by the Vikings. I don't know why. They can't frickin' put that in the rafters. Nothing against Josh Oliver, but I'm sorry. Nobody else needs to be wearing number 84. Okay? Okay? Thank you. 2nd and 6 for Minnesota. All right. When the Wolves didn't fire Leslie Frazier in 2011 after going 13 and 3, that's when I gave up on him. I mean, how could you not, right? And, you know, Aaron Jones with a run here. It's going to be 3rd and 1. Yeah. It's, obviously, I've said this so many times. The Wolves are business people, right? And they're billionaires. So they've figured something out. But yeah, I'm with you. It lands on ownership, right? The coaches, and I mean, even the coaches and the players, they're just their little puppets. Okay? They're just their walls blocking all the negative talk from going to them first, as opposed to going to the actual ownership. All right, it looks like it's going to be 4th down. They tried to give it to TJ Hawkinson here. It's 4th and 1. Well, let's see what Dad cooks up here in the cauldron. All right. Is this going to be a Kirk special situation where they go for the field goal, or are they actually going to go for it? Are they going to pull a Dan Campbell here? But yeah, 406, you know. And people are always like, well, they put so much money into the team and they built the stadium. It's like, okay, fine. But what's actually happened? Nothing. All right, they're going for it on 4th and 1. I didn't no. No. All that work for nothing. God. He ran right into the middle of the crowd. You're not going to get anywhere like that. I understand running the ball as opposed to throwing it on 4th and 1. Honestly, they should have just done the Kirk special at that point. Get the points on the board, you know? But I also get it. You just keep going and try to use that momentum. That was a little bit of a dagger right there. That was a bit of a dagger right there. Yeah. Man, what a buzzkill on that offensive drive that was going so well. There was no hole there for Mason to go into. I mean, the hole was like this big, right? Yeah. Man, CJ Ham trying to lead the way that time too. Ah, damn it. Yeah, didn't get it. Yeah. I'm over him, dude. Soda, I'm over his ass. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over it. I mean, I had already been on his ass for a while, but the frickin' Carson Wentz thing for me, that was the solidifier. And the fact that Kevin O'Connell, from the time that he has been the Vikings coach, and I think he has been able to slide under the radar from some kind of like, wins at the last minute and things like that, and coaching the year, blah blah blah. He's been able to slide under the radar a little bit, and he has said time and time again, "It's on me. I need to do better. I need to make changes." Yet he does none of that. He takes zero ownership and zero accountability for the shortcomings, and if anything, he's condescending and he points the finger at everybody else except for himself. He lets his ego get in the way. I think he tries too hard because he wishes that he was there. Like he's coaching the team and coaching the quarterback as if it were him playing. Dude, it's not you playing. You are not playing. And you can't make adjustments at all. He gets in his own freaking way. And I understand everybody's got an ego, right? Everybody's got that. But take some freaking accountability for once. And when he took zero accountability for keeping freaking Frankenstein, Carson Wentz out there to pretty much get freaking murdered, no. That is where I lost it all. Okay? And now the Vikings defense just letting, Green Bay, Wilson run for a first down. That was a complete momentum killer, all right? And it sucks, and unfortunately, hats off to the freaking evil, their defense on that one, because they held the Vikings offense. They did. And now there's been a momentum shift here. You can already feel it, all right? So, right, I mean, that's true, John. That's true. That's a good point. Should have done a fake handoff to Mason and then had JJ keep the ball, run around the end. He was wide open. Yeah, I mean, in hindsight, I don't have a problem with going for it on 4th and 1, and don't have a problem that they ran it. It just sucks it didn't work out, right? And Green Bay defense held them when they needed to. So just shitty because, again, they had all this momentum going only to then, stop. But, yeah, John, I agree with you, man. I agree. Why not? Right? Why not? All or nothing at this point. Right? On the edge, right? Ugh, if we could only go back in time, our time machines, right? I mean, we can, right? Well, for entertainment purposes only, you guys. There's time machines, all that sort of stuff. 2nd and 3. Going to be 3rd and 1, maybe 3rd and 2 if the Vikings are lucky. 8:47 to go. Both teams scored on their first drive. We got Josh Metellus down. He's holding his knee, his shin area. Ooh, not too good. He's holding that knee. Brian Flores is looking on ominously. Looks like his knee got kind of, it looks like Eric Wilson kind of hit Metellus in the knee there. Obviously not on purpose. Maybe kind of twisted it up there. All right, we got a commercial. I'm going to go grab a sweater quick. Because seriously, I cannot warm up over here. I'll be right back. Okay. I woke up the animals. The foster kitty was taking a nap in the sink, and Gigi's taking a nap on the couch. They're both napping. What a life, huh? It looks comfortable. This is true. Yeah, this is true, John. He does have legs as far as we can see. Okay? You're right. All right. So we'll see. Maybe they can, whoever's watching this from the Vikings organization, remind the little cherub that he can run. Okay? Run, run, Rudolph. Okay? 'Tis the season. All right? Okay. Yeah, it's a little, I don't know. Like I was kind of saying during the planetary pregame, it's a little sloppy. We got a little sloppy. Ooh, Baker Mayfield, Tampa Bay, and the Rams tonight. Huh, I might have to tune into that for a little bit. Probably have to go say hi to Payo Time, who is a LA Rams YouTuber and a friend of the channel. I'll have to go pop in and say, hey, Josh Metellus, it looks like it's going in the ominous blue tent. 3rd and 1, and the Packers get it, no problem. All right. So far, Jordan Love is 5 for 6 for 60 yards. It's just like, in the Vikings defense, this happens every freaking week. But it's like they're already freaking tuckered out. They're already tired. When you run the ball between the tackles 8 times in a row, the defense must respect it. Should have been a no-brainer. Quarterback keeper around the edge. I was thinking of running that on 2nd and 10. Yeah, I definitely see your point there. That's true. And it's like you said, eventually the defense is going to sniff that out, right? Yeah. But again, it's all freaking in hindsight now. Like, what do you do? Hopefully moving forward, they can kind of utilize some of that. But yeah, I mean, to your point, good points made. That just really sucks because, again, that was just a dagger for the momentum there. And it carried over to the defense too. All right, 2nd and 6, excuse me, for the Evil. They're at their own 35. They're giving Jordan Love way too much time. And looks like Rip Van Ginkel made the tackle. It's going to be 3rd and short. 3rd and 1. All right, Vikings defense. Let's utilize some of that energy here. If you make this stop, you can go sit down and have a break. Okay? 7 minutes to go in the second. Currently, the Evil up by 4. Both teams have all timeouts. It looks like Josh Metellus is walking around on the sideline there. 3rd and 1, here we go. They're handing the ball off, and it's good for a 1st down. Yeah, it's like I'm getting tired watching this. The Vikings defense is clearly tired. Yeah, they need a turnover right now. You guys, let's all focus our energy right now. Let's try to help them out, okay? Let's picture it. Okay? Turnover time. Turnover time. Turnover time. Let's try to do what we can energetically. Yeah, might be woo-woo, but Okay? We're all energy here, you guys. Let's do what we can by not being at the game as fans if we can. Turnover time. Turnover time. Turnover time. Let's manifest it. Okay? Ryan. Good job, KOC, you dumb bastard. I'm over his ass. I think, I don't know, collectively, those of you that are watching right now, how are you on the Kevin O'Connell? You know, right now. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm done and dusted with it. Again, taking zero accountability for the Frankenstein situation with Carson Wentz there, probably maybe ending his career by keeping him out there, and taking zero accountability, pointing the finger at Wentz saying, well, he wanted to play. Hello, you're the head coach of the team. How about you look with your freaking eyeballs and you say, this is not working out. But instead, you're going to throw him under the bus after you already did. You're going to run it back behind him again. You threw him under the bus, and then you're going to reverse it and run him over again. No. No. 1st and 10 for the Evil. They're just going to keep running it down the Vikings' throats. It's good for a first down. The Vikings' defense is done and dusted. They need halftime. They're only good for and it's not necessarily like their problem per se, but it is their problem. Like, they're kind of old and rusty. Harrison Smith missed a tackle. He did that before, trying to go with the shoulder. Harrison Smith misses a tackle. It's good for a first down, it looks like. And the Evil to the East are just rolling here. They're definitely in scoring territory. About 5 minutes to go in the second. Nobody jump. All right, they're running the ball again. It's going to be a loss of yards. Nice. All right, Vikings defense, turnover time, turnover time, turnover time, turnover time, turnover time, turnover time. Judith, what do you got? Should have kept Cam Bynum and we could get some turnovers. I was so disappointed when they let Cam Bynum go. Yeah, I agree with you there. I think that was a big loss for them. And I'm still really perplexed why they let Harrison Phillips go too, but all in hindsight. But yeah, Judith, I agree with you. 2nd and 10, they're giving Old Love a lot of time there. And a first down right at the 20. Wide open. Yep, not good. Poor tackling. I agree. Yeah. They're tired. They're freaking tired. Yeah, it's like you can't be giving him like a freaking hour to throw the ball. And the secondary, hello, people, where are you at? Where are you? Romeo Dobbs with the reception there. Now Green Bay's on the Vikings 20. They try to run the ball again. That was a good stop. Turnover time. Energetically, you guys, we got to send them turnovers. Turnover. Jordan Love, I'm sick of you. Evil, I'm sick of you. Vikings defense. Here we go. Do I have to grab my freaking Amazonite wand here? Okay. I will. I did. This is Amazonite, you guys. Isn't it pretty? All right. At this point, turnover is needed. It's 3rd down. Turnover time. We're seeing a little replay here of the Giants and the Lions. Grim told us this earlier, but New York up by 10, 17-7 over the Kitties. 3rd and 5. Turnover time. Turnover time. Turnover time. 3rd and 5. The Evil are on the Vikings 15. Love in the shoddy. Play clock down to 2. They're giving Jordan Love all this time. Turnover time, damn it. All right, good. We'll take it. 4th and 5. I'll put down the Amazonite for now, but I'll keep it over here. You guys, I got all my crystals over here, all right? I also have citrine over here. This is good for energy, okay, and good for good luck. All right? This is citrine. Okay. We'll put those down for now. But I love this Amazonite wand, you guys. I love the color of it. Isn't it so pretty? Yeah. All right. They're going for a field goal. Miss it! Damn it. All right. Well, they held him to 3. We'll take it. The Evil up by 7. Vikings got some work to do. All right. And the Evil, I believe, are going to get the ball at the start of the half. After the half, excuse me. 406. I was done with KOC after that 2022 playoff loss, giving Ed Donatel most of the... Actually, that's a really good point. Yeah, that's a really good point. Yes. You know the guy... Thank you. Round of applause. Good call there. And, you know, I just kind of think he's a little smarmy, too. The attitude, a little smarmy, right? Oh, we got Matt LaFleur. We got the coaches running on the sidelines. It looks like there's a flag. What's happening? What's going on? No. What? Damn it. What's going on now? Is this a stupid fucking penalty on the Vikings? Oh my God. Never mind. Let's take the field goal away because of the penalty. What happened? Somebody jump? They're showing Ivan Pace Jr. What's going on there? He's not supposed to be on the field? Or what? God, we're dumb. Never mind. Let's take that away. Stupid. God. You be stupid? 32-yard attempts. Trying it again. All right, let's see. Miss it. Miss it. Didn't work that time. All right, I could have just left the score. All right. What the hell? You know what? Can somebody explain that to me? Can somebody explain it to me? I'm going to pull a Michael Scott here. Can you explain it to me like I'm 5 years old? All right. He wasn't lined up in the right spot or what? Stupid penalties. Stupid. But yeah, 406, that's a really good point there. And he's never taken accountability. It's on me. It's on me. It's on me. Yet you do nothing to adjust. I miss Zimmer. Bring him back. Bring him back. And 2, people are like, oh, Kevin O'Connell, he's a good coach. He's quarterback whisperer. No, he's not. No, he's not. I never believed any of that quarterback whisperer crap. What? Okay, Robert Redford, what the hell have you done? Oh, well, he got the best out of Kirk Cousins. No, he didn't. How long? Kirk Cousins was a veteran quarterback who had been in the league for like 10 frickin' years. Did he amplify? No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Oh, well, he made Sam Darnold so much. No, he didn't. Sam Darnold just actually had an opportunity finally with a team that wasn't absolute crap. And now, look at what Sam Darnold's doing in Seattle. Okay? He didn't need him. All right? So all that quarterback whispering is a bunch of garbage. And I want to know where that originated. And I want to know who started calling him that. And then, Kevin O'Connell didn't hear a word about the quarterback whisperer nickname up until just recently where he said, I don't like that nickname. Oh, you don't like it now? You don't like it now? Because people have found you out? He's a poser, all right? And he's condescending. And he gets in his own freaking way. And he coaches the team as if he were the one that's under center. He doesn't make any adjustments at all. He gets in his own freaking way. It's too much of an ego issue. Like, take a step back, homie, and have a piece of humble pie, all right? What if he actually was a decent coach and, so not so much of a frickin', I'm just going to tell you guys what I think you want to hear, right? And if he was actually, like, a little bit honest, like, I get, like, they can't be completely transparent. I understand that. Take some accountability for once, right? No accountability, pointing the finger, and then, I'm over it. Over it. Okay? You had your chance. You had your opportunity. Goodbye. Go elsewhere. Okay? Ryan, would have been nice. Would have been nice to be down one, but no. Exactly. I know. Oh, it's Joe Davis that's with Greggy. Okay. All right. Okay, Miles, now's your time. Run it back, buddy. Get your Cordero Patterson on, okay? All right, it's not Miles Price. Who's 13 for the Vikings? All right. Vikings offense going to take the field again here. Ryan, it doesn't help that most of the media glazes him and no Zimmer can stand his tan ranch drinking his wine. Right? He's drinking his wine or his sarsaparilla, whatever. But unlike Kevin, right? He's actually won a playoff game. And that's another thing too. Kevin, what have you done? Nothing. Okay? Kevin. Nothing. But yeah, I understand, Ryan. But yeah, sometimes I miss Zim. And especially, you know, I do miss Zim's like press conferences. All right, it's a toss to Aaron Jones. Come on, get there, Jonesy. Almost birthday boy here. It would be so nice if the Vikings could tie this up going into half. 406, honestly, I think I'd prefer Mike Tice over KOC at this point. Shit, I like Mike Tice. I know he had his problems too. But I just kind of like that like grittier style coach. I guess me personally. You know, KOC gets a little too like politician-like for me. And I think that's why him and Kirk got along so well too, because they're very similar. Very, very similar. I used to call them like the fraternal twins. Right? I think they could both be, you know, good politicians, good motivational speakers, especially Kirk. But it's just like the no accountability is really what gets it for me. Like for me personally, like in life in general, I'm huge on accountability. And like I will put my money where my mouth is. Like when I'm wrong, I say I'm wrong, right? Like nobody can be perfect all the time. Of course, we all want to be perfect and we want to be right. And I get it, Kevin. You're trying to prove to people what you can do and how smart you are. But if the real good coaches are able to adjust, it's like enough with the square peg in the round hole thing, okay? Maybe understand and utilize what you got and work with it that way instead of trying to like push all of what you think should be working when it doesn't. The real good coaches are able to adjust and tinker. He cannot do that. Gets in his own way. At least we haven't seen it yet. And it's just like it's to the point where do you all think that he would be running the ball this much if it weren't for all the pressure and all the like, hello, Kevin, what are you doing? Like it took that much. It took that much like pitchforking and bitching and complaining from the fans and the media when we can all blatantly see, right? And then he finally, well, okay, we'll run the ball some more. All right? It's just like stop getting in your own freaking way. But, you know, he's the head coach, so he can do what he wants. All right? And ownership hired him, and they kept him on, and they extended him. So there you go. 406 coming in there. Tice won a playoff game and was 8-0 against the Lions. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. There you go. I like Mike Tice a lot. I always liked him. The biggest issue I have had with KOC is his play calling. I think he does good in areas Zimmer couldn't. That's fair. Yeah, I could see that. And don't get me wrong. Zimmer had his flaws too, right? He had his flaws. All right, 2nd and 2 for the Vikings. They're on their own 35. It's going to be Aaron Jones. Looks like it's going to be good for a first down. 1:55 to go before the half. What? They're going to say it's 3rd down? Really? Are you kidding me? They're going to say it's 3rd and 1? Kevin, challenge that. Challenge that, Kevin. You got 2 timeouts left. There's 1:30 on the clock. Challenge that. Okay. 3rd and 1. Here we go. All right. They didn't need to. Aaron Jones good for the first down. Now the clock's going to be a problem. Nice. 406. I like it. Good, good. I like Mike Tice too. I still like him. He, I think I'm still subscribed to his YouTube channel, or I used to be, where he did like betting and stuff like that. I just kind of like that. I feel like he had a more realistic. Oh! There we go. Almost picked off, but Justin Jefferson manages to hang on. Ah! It's getting to the point, too, you guys, where it's a little bit scary whenever the angel throws the ball. Okay, we're going to give him one of these. All right, looks like they're in field goal range. We do not need a Kirk special right now. We need to get in the end zone. Ah! McCarthy looking for Jefferson again. Ah! All right. Justin Jefferson's like, damn it, I want to get in the end zone. Summer home, that's funny. The Grinch needs a nail clipper for Christmas. Yeah, his weird little spindly fingers. Or doesn't he have like hair? He has like long hair in his fingers, right? Maybe a little trim. He needs what I just got. I just got a hair trim the other day. It was much needed. So, all right. 2nd and 10. The Cherub's got time. JJ, what are you doing, dude? Ah, God. He had Hawkinson right there. Oh, my glob. All right. He had so much time. He almost got decapitated, and then he tried to run and skedaddle. Why wasn't that a penalty? Why wasn't that a penalty here? There. Hello? I think he was expecting a flag to be called. Yeah, I don't like that. You like it? No. Where's the freaking penalty there? Whatever. 23 seconds left. It's 3rd and 17 for the Vikings. They're down by 7. 3rd down conversions. Today, they're 2 for 5. Did I just hit my camera? No, it was my desk. All right. I mean, at this point, you might as well have Big Will kick the field goal from wherever the hell you end up. All right, Aaron Jones. You got him into field goal range. It's going to be 4th down. That was, what a mess. They need halftime. Get out of here. Big Will's like, damn, I got to do all the work here. Ah, Ryan, that's where the Wilfs need to step in and say this ain't working. You're getting a play caller, whether you like it or not. Exactly. All right. Ownership's the problem. Kevin O'Connell and the rest of them, they're all just the puppets. Speaking of the puppets that we saw earlier, the Wilfs are just over there, you know. All right, Big Will. Let's see what you can do, buddy. Got a lot of wind to work with here. 4th and 11. Let's see. Big Willie style. Let's get out there. See what you got, dude. Kevin O'Connell. Dad looks concerned. He looks concerned. Are they going to try some weird shit and fake it or what? All right, Will, 59 yards. You can do it, man. You can do it. This is a long one. Get in there. There we go. At least we got Will. All right, the leading scorer for this team. All right. Nice. At least they got something. Better than nothing. Nice. 59 yards. Gets in there. So, all the evil, take a seat. Sit down. I mean, they're still winning, but all right. Very good. We'll take it. Good job, Will. Riker got it right in there. McCarthy's excited. He's hitting his helmet. All right. Now, why don't you take a page out of Will's book, okay? And get your ass in the end zone now. Just get Justin Jefferson in the end zone. All right, anybody in the freaking end zone. Kevin O'Connell still looks annoyed. 10 seconds left to go here. Make a tackle and get into halftime, okay? Defense needs a break. 406, if we can predict what our offense is going to run, how easy is it for these millionaire defensive coordinators to figure out what we're doing? What we're doing. Exactly. Exactly. Right? Right. I mean, exactly like you said. If we can see it, yeah, somebody that's getting paid thousands, millions, whatever, they know it too. All right? Ooh, I like the little Angels beanie that he's wearing. He's got a cool Vikings beanie there. Right, yeah. Reichert got it right in there. We will take it. 59 yards. It looks like there was some wind going on too. So hell yeah. Soda, don't forget KOC held Sean McVay clipboard on the. This is true, yeah. Right. Clipboard holder. And it's like, okay, if you learned, all right, what's McVay doing over there? I don't know what the Rams record is, but they're doing pretty good. All right, we're going into halftime, you guys. All right, 10-6 is the score. We'll see what happens in the second half. Oops. Okay. Just trying to change this over here. All right. Emmanuel Wilson looks to be the half or the star of the half here. All right. Man, that one drive there where the Vikings didn't get it on that 4th and 1. That really changed the momentum. But after all is said and done, it's 10-6. It's not anything super crazy. All right. And like I was saying at the beginning, like I think it's going to be maybe a little sloppy for both, right? All right, Soda, that's a very good question. I'm going to go get it. All right, I've never had this before. Let me go get it. All right. Oh my God, you guys. Okay. When I went and got the snack, I looked down the street. Freaking all the neighborhood dogs are out right now. They're running in the street. There's 3 of them out there. They're running around. All right. Anybody have any guesses? I've never had these before. I did buy them at the gas station. They're in a bag. Oh, you can probably see it. Cranberry Sweeties. So, I don't think you can really go wrong. They're cranberries, cranberries, water, apple juice, pear juice, natural flavors. So, they're pretty much just like sugar-coated cranberries, right? You can't really go wrong. Oh, we're seeing the Bears and the Steelers. What's happening here? But yeah, it's freaking all the neighbors, I think, let their dogs out for halftime. Freaking Steelers up 14-7. Get out of here. All right. Has anybody ever had these? Oh, yeah. Who do the Colts play today? Don't tell me. They smell good. I mean, they smell really good. Yeah, just smells like apple juice and cranberries. I mean, again, you can't really go wrong, right? Yeah, this have quite a bit of sugar in here. Well, it's not too bad. 9 grams. Trying to stay away from sugar and carbs, but it's hard. I have such a sweet tooth, you guys. I love like candy and I love chips and all that stuff. Yeah, who do the Colts play? Let's see. O'Connell, play calling had you shut the game off? Tony, you're at the gym now? Well, thanks for tuning in, Tony, but I'm over his stupid ass. I'm over it. He who can't take any freaking accountability for anything. I'm trying to just stab one of these. I was watching Seinfeld last night. It wasn't the episode, but it makes me think of the episode where Jerry is dating the girl that eats her peas one at a time. Why can I not stab one of these? My God, you guys. Can I just have a freaking cranberry? Finally got one. Have you guys had these? Cheers. Yeah, they're good. Again, how can you go wrong? It's pretty much cranberries swimming around in apple juice. Yeah. We're good. Yeah. Oh, snap. Those are all right. Yeah, you had to turn it off, Tony. I don't blame you, man. Get that workout in, dude. Do they have the game on at the gym? No, I'm not going to the dollar store. I got these at the gas station yesterday before I went to the park with my dog. Before me and Gigi went to the park. I had to get some gas. And then I got a cheese stick for Gigi. And then I got these, but I saved these for today. So, cheers, everybody. Tony, it better be worth it. I hope so for your sake. Maybe you'll have to come back after your workout's done. Maybe they don't have the game on at the gym. My dad said that last week. I think he did the same thing, actually. He shut it off. He couldn't watch anymore. And I think he went to the gym as well. But yeah, I think, I'm pretty sure it was last week. My dad said he turned it off. My grandpa used to do the same thing. My one grandpa was like a diehard Vikings fan. Oh man, he used to just yell at the TV, and they had the Vikings foam bricks. And I mean, he would get so freaking pissed off. He'd have his headphones on too, because he couldn't hear. So you'd have to like yell at him. But he'd be sitting in his chair and he'd be like, oh shit, just expletive. Sometimes he'd get so annoyed, he'd just like throw off his headset and he'd go off to the barn or go to his shop. Like he couldn't take it anymore. But it was always fun to watch games over there though. But then when they did good, he got really excited. So anyway. But yeah. He'd be like, my grandpa, he'd be like, this is effing horse shit. And then yeah, he'd go to the barn or go to his shop. Whatever, We'll see what cousin Mark says at halftime. So he said he'd give us a check-in. Oh, there you go. Work personal gym. Nice. Even better. You don't have to deal with anybody else at the gym. Hell yeah. 20 by 20 room, free weights, and a barbell. Perfect isolation to calm the blood pressure. I like it. Nice. Home gym. I found this in my yard actually. A couple months ago. I found these. Or I found this in my yard. Here. And I kept them. Like this band. I found it in my yard. I bet it blew out of somebody's trash. But I kept it and I cleaned it. Because I'm like, these still work. Right? So I got these. Exercise bands. So yeah. Whee! That's funny. So yeah, we got these. And the kitten, she likes to chase these too. Gigi's taking a nap. She's taking a nap. Both the animals are taking naps. I'm trying to get Gigi in here, but I'll see if I can get her in here. Gigi, you want to come in here? You want to come in here? Here goes the price. All right, you guys, I'm coming. Okay, you guys. Here she comes. All right. Here she comes. Okay, Gigi. All right, ready? Oops, sorry. Okay, up. Here she is. Oh, wait, can you guys see her? She's on a chair. Okay, ready? Up. Ready. Ready. Here she is. Ugh. Woo. Here she is. Ooh. All right. Okay, Jeej. Here she is. She's like, you woke me up from my nap. All right. We'll give her some cheese, but not too much. She's like, what are you doing to me? What do you think, Jeej? What do you think? What do you think? She usually doesn't come up here because I'm working, but she's in the house. Gigi's in the house. Aren't you, Jeej? You want to say hi to everybody? You want to say hi? Yeah. Gigi, they're saying hi to you. They're saying hi to you. Let's see. Nice. There's a bunch you can do with bands. Yeah, I've been trying to use them more, right? Yeah. Yeah, Gigi's in the house. She's here. She's getting a snack. Not too much, though, because dogs really shouldn't have, like, dairy. So she just gets little bits. And, yeah, this is the stick from yesterday at the gas station. So she only gets a little bit. They're saying hi to you, Jeej. You're the true star of the show. She's the true star, aren't you? Right? What do you think about up here? Are you comfortable? She's like, I don't know if I'm comfortable. Summer Home says hi. She says hi. They're all saying hi to you. They're saying hi to you. Are you comfortable sitting like this? She's like, put me down. I want to go outside and run. Right? All right. Cheese stick. There's some plants. There's like a big palm in the corner. She's a little hesitant of the palm plant. So here you go, Jeej. All right. We'll let her down, though, in a little bit here. Hi, Corey. Ah! Cheese on the computer. I'm going to have to go wash my hands. You guys, I wash my hands so much between touching the pets and the pet food. But wash your hands, you guys, okay? Hi, Corey. Good afternoon, Jazzy Jade. I just got home from church in Delano. Saw you were live streaming. There's a few Evil to the East fans where you attend church, so it was a lot of back and forth. Corey says hi, Jeej. They all say hi to you. Yeah. Good to see you, Corey. Thanks for stopping by. I woke her up from a nap. She was napping. And then I said, Gigi, and she likes to use the armrest on the sofa for a pillow. So yeah, but she's fine. She wakes me up sometimes. So, you know. And after the game, we'll go for a walk and we'll listen to the vent lines too. So Anyway. Texas, my cat woke me up today exactly 6 a.m. with head bonks. Like they are wont to do, right? That's adorable, though. Tell your cat we say hello. So, yeah. You know, the animals, they wake you up, right? Right at the crack of dawn sometimes. I think she's ready to get up. I wish we were Patriots fans instead. That's so funny. Yeah. And we're best friends, aren't we? I don't adhere to like the pet parent thing. I know a lot of people do, and that's totally fine. But I think it's because I've never been like maternal or anything like that. So, start of the third quarter, you guys. We're just best friends. We're besties. Yeah. We're best friends. She's my bestie, right? Yeah. She probably is fans of another team too. She's got to tell me. From Gigi. 406, that's funny. I think she wants to get up. Thanks, Tony. Thank you. She's like, I'm ready to get up and you can let me out of here. Thank you. Thanks, Tony. Oh, yeah, Corey is a Patriots fan. That's right. Yeah. All right. So I'll put her down here. We have 1st and 10 for the evil. We're into the third quarter. All right, Gigi. Do you want to say bye? You want to get down? You want to get down? Yeah. You're ready to go. 2nd and 7. What the hell was that? Missed tackle. Terrible. All right, Gigi, say later. She's like, bye, everybody. Goodbye. Goodbye. All right. All right. And now she's looking at me. Now she's sitting down very nicely right here. I'm going to take her little harness off, and I'll give her one little piece. And then we'll be back. Good job, Gigi. Good job, Gigers. All right. High five. Good job. She's very good at tricks, too. Jordan Love now is just running for a first down. All right, Gigi, that's it for now. That's it for now. All right, later. She's like, you said that's it for now for the treats? I'm out of here. Hi, John. Yeah, she's a cutie. She's going to go back for her nap. It looks like I got an update from Cousin Mark, too, you guys. Thanks, Tony. Yeah. All right, Corey says bye, Gigi. They all say bye. She's just sitting right outside the door now. She sends her regards to you guys, too, everybody. And she is a freaking little social butterfly, you guys. She's a Gemini, actually. And she's got a Cancer moon, so she's a little social butterfly, so she would love all of you. She loves all of you. She likes to meet all the people. She likes to say hello to everybody. I really want to go wash my hands now. All right, I'm going to do that on the next commercial break. I'm going to put the cuties away. Might have another one. But yeah, thanks, everybody. That's very sweet. Thank you. She's a little cutie pie. She's the little cutie pie. She's the true star. The schedule pretty much revolves around her, which is fine. Which is all good. Which is why she needs to listen. All right, 2nd and 11. Did we not let Jordan Love get a pass off? And you're pretty much surrounding him? All right, it's going to be 3rd down. Like, can we not have the Vikings defense out there the entire game either? They're tired. All right. I say these are pretty good, you guys, if you see them. You want a little sweet tart treat? Yeah. Pretty good. All right. Thanks again for being here, everybody. Appreciate you. I was going to get the cat, too, the kitten. But I already woke her up when I went to grab my sweater. We'll play afterward. All right, 3rd and 15. No! Finally. There. No penalties. All right. There we go. And we're not in halftime anymore, so I got to change that. Gigi's looking over here, you guys. She's like, you woke me up? She was awake. I just got her off the sofa. I'll let her outside after a little while. Okay, the second half has started. Now let's push the giant ball of oil out of the window. Kramerica Industries. All right. I like it. Let's do it. That's a good reference. I like that one. She eats her peas one at a time. Oh, no. Oh, no. I think the Vikings just turned the ball over. That was stupid. It looks like the Packers got it. They totally fell on it, you guys. Yeah, that was terrible. Terrible. Ugh. I need another cranberry. Oh my God, how fucking stupid. Idiots. Idiots. How dumb. Terrible. Yeah, our defense actually stopped them, and then our special teams just went there and ruined it. Miles Price, man. Touch the ball. I know you guys want to see the... Oh, it hit his helmet! Ah! Oh, not good. That is not good. Oh my God, now it's 1st and goal. Turnover time. God, that was awful. Looks like touchdown. How freaking dumb. I might as well walk away right now. Honestly. You freaking... Dude, you let the ball hit your helmet, my friend, Miles. Come on, man. What do you... No. No. 2nd and goal. They're right on the half-yard line. Let's just get in there and get on with the show here. All right, touchdown. All right. Touchdown, Green Bay. Emmanuel Wilson. God, that was so stupid. That was so stupid. That was so stupid. Yeah, 406, I think you're right. He's had a few. He's had a couple. The only way he could come back from this is by running the ball back, but I don't know if he's going to get another opportunity. Where's Marcus Sherrills when you need him? I got to go wash my hands. I got to go put the stuff away. I need to step away. That's absolute bullshit. No. No, John, it's not. Damn, they almost blocked the extra point. All right. Evil up by 10. Or, excuse me. They're up, up by 10. Or no, they're up by 11? 17-6. God, that was so stupid. Oh, that was dumb. So dumb. All right. I'm going to go wash my hands, put this stuff away. Oh, we got another update from Cousin Mark. Okay. We'll read the updates from Cousin Mark here. He just texted again after that. All right, I'll be right back, you guys. I got to freaking clean up my mess here. The Vikings have a freaking huge-ass mess to clean up. All right, I'll be right back. Yeah, boomer bust. That's a really good way of putting it. I'd say the percentage is right. 40% boom, 60% bust. I mean, and obviously he feels bad. Excuse me, right? But like, and if you didn't realize, all right, I'll be right back. That was stupid, wasn't it? All right. I see on the antenna out here in the living room. 1st and 10. I missed it. I'm looking at the antenna out here, and now I'm back over here. Trying to tuck my shirt in. All right. Let's regroup. Okay, so I know it was 1st and 10 on the antenna, and it looks like Miles Price did get the opportunity again. Math is hard. This is true. My God, that was dumb. Okay, Cousin Mark. Here we go. Update. I don't understand the play call when we get down to the 30, running great. Then they try to touch pass, touch push. Really? The first drive running the ball was good. You get to the 30, you pass it 3 and out. And they never run any misdirection. McCarthy is so-so, but 2 panic passes. But we're still in the game. I don't know. The Vikings just don't look in sync. McCarthy goes down. Shoot yourself in the foot. That's the one thing the Vikings are really great at this year. Yep. I can't say I disagree with any of that. All right. Where's my pen? All right. The little angel went down. At least he hung on to the ball. We'll give him that. Oh, man. Yeah, the Vikings are just... I feel like it's kind of been, again, sloppy kind of all around here. 2nd and 17. Yikes. Vikings down by 11. A pass complete to Hawkinson. It's going to be 3rd and long. Ruben. Oh, man, a lot of mistakes again. I know. It sucks. It's just like, and the Vikings always do this. They always do this. It's like 2 steps forward and 3 steps back. Today, it's like 1 step forward and 3 steps back. It's just stupid. Thanks for stopping by, though. All right, it's 3rd and 12. Vikings are on their own 30. McCarthy manages to flick it out to Hawkinson. No good. Ugh. Finally, 87's name seems like it's called forever. I know. He was in the same spot where he had that one before. Yikes. Yeah. Ugh. What a trudge, dude. 406, nice 3 and out. That will get the Packers shaking their boots. Exactly. Like of all the teams, too. Of all of them. Can you just get a freaking win today? All right, Ryan. Kick that thing into infinity. All right. Very good field placement for Ryan, at least for the defense. That was a little bit weird way of saying that, but that was a nice punt. So, turnover time. We've been saying it the whole game. Defense, just know right now, the game's on you. Offense hasn't been doing anything, all right, at all. All right. Texas, at this point in the season, I'd rather have the Vikings lose out and get a better draft selection. Well, they probably don't have to try hard to do that. It's just again, sloppy. Sloppy. Oh, 3 more years of KOC and McCarthy, I'll pass. Yeah, I mean, I'm really just getting to the point where, I really, I will always, from the sidelines, I will always, support the Vikings, from a distance. But, the days of me being, completely invested and having, the Vikings, whether they win or lose, determine my attitude and, my happiness or unhappiness, I mean, those days are done and dusted. No offense to any of the fans that have been waiting for years and years and years and years, some of them 50 years, waiting for this team to do any different. I do not want to be one of those people. I don't, and I shan't. Okay, I'm not gonna sit around we can see the writing on the wall here. All right, so it's just and this is why a few years ago, I started having teams to cheer for when the Vikings are done and dusted, because they're always done and dusted, right? Because I like watching sports. I like watching and I like playing. But it's just like, I'm not sitting here and I'm not okay with mediocrity. I'm not. And if the Wilfs want to continue to run this team how they've been running it, where they absolutely refuse to do like a rebuild and to actually try to get somewhere instead of just duct taping, the holes in the ship every season, because that's what it is. Let's call a spade a spade. I'm not sitting around for that. I'm not. And again, this is the reason why I'm not going to games. Why the hell would I want to go to and pay to watch this crap? And again, until people stop going to games and stop giving them money, the Wilfs are just going to run this team how they've continued to run the team. And at the end of the day, it all falls on them. So, anywho, 8:44 to go in the third. And the Packers are running the ball for a few yards. Packers up by 11. Vikings have yet to see the end zone. And that's another thing with the Vikings offense too. It's so putrid that you can't even get in the end zone at all. Or it's the third or fourth quarter and the freaking defense is tired as hell again because they've been on the field the majority of the game. All right. And it's like, okay, yeah, we'll pass. Thank you. Oh, yeah, so correct. We fans are not surprised, but always be a SKOL for life. Been a fan since 1994. So, yeah. I mean, that's fair. You can do what you want to do. I've been a fan since I've been born, and I'm older than that. But it's just like, again, like, I'm not going to sit around here and, like, wait for, and that's the thing. There's always next year. But until the Wilfs are no longer owners of the team, it's going to be the same thing year in and year out. All they do is they just say, this is our year, or the pieces are in place, or the window's open. It's just a different way of saying that every single year. It's like, no, it's not. And they're trying to tell us this team was built to win this year? No, it was not. No, it was not. 3rd and 5. Looks like there's going to be a penalty on Packers take a timeout. All right. It's just like, enough. And like, a lot of the time, the team and the ownership, like, they put stuff out in the media, and it's like, what do you think? We're all stupid? What do you think? We're all dumb? Like, shut up. Not you guys, them. Right? 406, double down digits in the second half. Yep. I think KOC is done calling run plays. The only thing that works in the McCarthy era. Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll have to see if they do any adjusting here. Again, like, defensive turnover. We'll take it. We need it. They. I'm not on the team. All right, 3rd and 5. Green Bay's on their own 13. Jordan Love back there pointing around, telling everybody what to do. And first down, no problem. Christian Watson. This is getting hard to watch, you guys. You deserve so much better, Jade, with this team. You're the most realistic fan. Purple needs better management. Thanks, Corey. And you know what? I appreciate you saying that, but, like, I'm not letting it, like, ruin my day or anything. I mean, yeah, it's pathetic and stupid. And it's just like, I'm to the point, too, where it's like, I'm not going to keep like paying attention and like rooting around for mediocrity. I'm not. Another first down, Jordan Love to Christian Watson. And they're just moving right down the field. And it's like, we're barely in the middle of the third quarter and the team has checked out. They're checked out. Jordan Love with a little sneak attack there. Yeah, and this is getting really hard to watch. And it's to the point, you guys, too, where I think this might be my last year streaming live during the Vikings games. Just because it's like, it's sad, but I don't care. I don't care. And I don't care to waste my time with the mediocrity. If I don't stream the games anymore, The biggest thing I'll miss is talking to you guys. I mean, I'll still be here on the channel, like doing stuff, but Josh Metellus hurt again. I'm going to watch Guy's grocery games. What? Guy Fieri? That's probably better than this. You're making a lot of sense, Miss Jade. Thanks, Ben. Ruben. Thank you. Yeah. A rolling stone gathers no moss. Ethan, that is a very good way to put it. Right? Yeah, you're so right. All right, it's going to be 3rd and short for the Evil. They're at about midfield. 5:40 to go. Clock just ticking away. My heart's been broken too many times. Yeah. And it's just like, when's enough? And that's a thing, you guys. Like, we don't have to continue going to games. Like, the one thing that will make ownership change is stop giving them money. Stop giving them money. 3rd and 1. The Evil on the 38. Their own. They're running the ball. Finally, somebody getting pissed off. Eric Wilson coming in there. Nice defensive effort there by the defense. You know, and I'll say hats off to the defense because they have been having to clean up the freaking mess and hold it down. All right? And, 17 points, that's not the best, but it's not the worst either. And considering everything, and that last touchdown was not the defense's fault. We all know that. That was special teams bogus shit. All right? So, 4:30 to go. Vikings down by 11. Fair catch it, Miles, okay? Fair catch it and just get to the sideline at this point. Like, we don't want to be mad at Miles, right? But shit, dude, you're making mistakes up there. Where's Marcus Sherrills when you need him? Because at least with Marcus Sherrills back there, 95% of the time, you could be confident that he was going to just fair catch it or catch it and run. Okay? So, anyway. I'll still be a watcher of your channel. You're great. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. And that's why we go beyond here. We're going to do all sorts of other things. But, yeah, it's just like, yeah. And it's hard, too. I'm sure you guys know this. As people that, for people that are Vikings fans, where you've been fans your whole entire life, but you just have to get to a point where, like, enough is enough. Right? And again, the fans, we got to take some of our power back here. Because that's the only way. That is the only way I am convinced that ownership will do anything different is if you take the money away. If you take that money funnel away. I mean, they have enough of it. Obviously, they're billionaires, right? But can you only imagine what kind of shakeup would happen if the U.S. Bank Stadium, the Bird Graveyard, was like half full? It's one thing if the fans are there and they're booing, but hey, you already paid to be there. It's money in their pocket. What do they care about the boos? What do they care? They don't care. The only thing that they care about is the money. Again, because it's a business. Take the money away, and then you might be able to see some real change. And again, the coaches and stuff, they're just puppets. And they get paid to take the hits and to take the criticism. So yeah, I mean, we can get on KOC's ass all day long. He's still getting paid, right? And that's part of his job, is to take the criticism so it doesn't go to ownership. It's a two-way deal. And that's why ownership, they hire the people. All right? Because it's like their little wall, like the ice wall in Game of Thrones. You keep the fans and you keep the pitchforks and the torches at bay. You keep them away. You keep them out of here. Okay? But I appreciate everybody hanging out, for sure. Corey, just curious, the past years if the Purple have kept Case Keenum, Daniel Jones, even Darnold. Purple's opponents next week. Right. Yeah, and they're showing us on the screen right now. And that was another thing. When they discard, you guys know me by now. I've gone off on this so many times. That's where it was really clear to me what ownership was doing when they let Case Keenum go. Okay? Like, oh, okay. You just want the little flashy object. You just want the little flashy toy. Okay? All right. It was a run, and it was a loss of a yard for Aaron Jones there. I mean, like you guys were saying, they're going to just keep running the ball, and that's all that they can do. Hello? The Packers know that. Okay? 2nd and 11. Vikings on their own 12-yard line. McCarthy sacked from behind. Terrible. And I thought this offensive line was back. I thought they were back. What happened? What happened? Loud in there.
Combination of just quick pressure. Last time he beat Christian Darrisaw inside. This time,
yeah, Greg, tell us about it.
Just runs the hoop along.
All right, that's terrible, terrible. Yeah, I'm gonna hear this live and go plant a tree in the backyard. 2-foot burlap tree, American oak tree. Nice. There you go. Oh, 3rd and 16. Is this a safety? Yeah, this is really bad. Bad. Terrible. Micah Parsons there. Looks like with another sack on the little angel. Goes down. Yikes. That is terrible. Oh. Yeah, this is painful, you guys. This is painful. Ryan Wright has to kick from the frickin' end zone. Bobbled catch here from Green Bay special teams. And they're going to start at their own 40. 2-minute warning almost. Vikings down by 11. Oh, I hope that tree turns out. That sounds good. I hope you still do astrology predictions. Where did the stars align for today? Purple or the evil to the east? You know what, Corey? I actually picked the Vikings to win today. So I said it was going to be a sloppy one. Yeah. And I went back and forth. And the one thing when I will go back and look at the chart, the one thing that was giving me trepidation too, and sometimes I don't listen to my own self, and that happens, but I'm always learning. And I'm still going to do the predictions. That's the best part about this for me right now, is looking at the astrology of it all and trying to learn from my own mistakes and all that stuff. But yeah, I had the Vikings winning in a close one, 2-6 points. And yeah, it definitely, that has not been the case. I did say it was going to be a bit of a slop fest kind of for both teams. That it was going to take the Vikings a while to get anything moving. But I mean, they have had full on nothing today. Nothing. I said it could potentially come down to the wire with Saturn involved, but it doesn't really seem to be the case. Yeah, the game's done. It's over. At least hearing it stings less than watching it somewhat. Yeah, for sure. Hey, Tree, how you doing? How's it going? Yes, good to see you, man. These Vikings games are getting bad to worse as the weeks go by. Oh, my God, right? Like, this is just, this is bad. This is bad news bears. Where's Boilermaker? Where's Buttermaker when you need him? All right? Yeah, it's just, it is tough to watch. FYI, Paul Allen is not happy. The tone of his voice sounds like he thinks the season is over. Well, I mean, if Paul Allen is sounding like that, then it's really over. Because he is the most positive out of anybody. Yeah, this is just not good. No, not good. Not good at all. And, yeah. Let's see. Tree, why they won't try out the other quarterback? At least we will know what we have. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if, after this week, they maybe do try to entertain that. Right? And it's just like, I just think it was way too much pressure on the little angel coming into this season. Just way too much. And whoever convinced them otherwise to go ahead and start him anyway, bad. I mean, yeah, if the game's over, they have completely checked out. The defense is tired. The offense has done absolutely nothing. All right. And and I had a little bit of a hunch about this, but hey, I said what I said. I'm not going to go back on it now. I had the Vikings winning in a close one by 2-6. But when I'm looking at this, when I go back and look at my notes, one of the things here is Uranus, the co-ruler of the Vikings today. This red line here opposing Mercury. Mercury is the ruler of how the Vikings play their game today. So it's just chaos. They're not in check. They haven't had anything align. They're opposing one another. And I mean, that right there. And I was looking at that earlier and I thought, well, maybe all the other good stuff that Saturn is getting, who's the main ruler of the Vikings today, will help them in the long run. But the evil to the east are ruled by the sun today. The sun, obviously, like I was saying at the beginning, it's our effervescence. It's our life force. We can't live without the sun, right? It's very powerful. And look what's happening today. And Saturn is very slow moving. It's cold energy. So, yeah, I mean, just looking at the chart, this is definitely a huge thing that I missed here. Is this Uranus is the modern day ruler of Aquarius. JJ McCarthy is an Aquarius opposing Mercury, our communication planet. It's been terrible. All right. And again, I thought maybe Saturn getting this positive energy from Mercury and Jupiter would help the Vikings, but the sun is too powerful. And again, the sun is the Green Bay Packers today. All right. The sun at 1 degree of Sagittarius. So it's just been too much for them. And, Saturn can bring blockages and delays. Another thing I kind of looked over, Saturn, aka the Vikings, also right next to Neptune. Neptune can bring confusion. It can bring delusions, and just all sorts of confusion up in there today. So, and, this happened to me before. I've been wrong before. I would like to not be wrong again with the predictions, but hey, I live and I learn, move forward, and that's what you got to do. But that's the main thing that I do see happening here today. And, for Green Bay, the moon, which is the co-ruler of the chart, the moon is in their 5th house of how they play their game today. And even though the moon being in Capricorn, the moon doesn't feel comfortable there. I also thought that would be a problem for Green Bay, but it turns out it's not. And the moon is in good position with Venus. And Venus is the ruler of what Green Bay owns, like their money, their material items. Yeah. And that's just kind of how the cookies crumbled today. So I'm really kind of mad at myself as an astrologer that I really looked over this Uranus and Mercury opposition. Mercury is also retrograde again right now, you guys. So Mercury's moving in the opposite way that Mercury normally moves. And again, Mercury is our communication planet. Uranus is the planet of upheaval, of chaos, unpredictability. Those two things just completely on different ends of the chart. And again, Mercury rules how the Vikings play their game today. So it has kind of been complete chaos. So at least I get my answers, right? Looking back on it. I don't like to be wrong. I freaking hate it. I will say that. But it happens. It happens to the best of us. So anywhoozle. All right. 406. McCarthy has had 2 good quarters in 6 games. That's unacceptable. He needs time. He's still the franchise quarterback we've always dreamed of. Vikings media drives me crazy. Yeah, it's just like they have to push that out there too. because they went all in on it, right? But I mean, it is absurd. It is. I think he needs to, he needed to sit. He needed to sit another year, right? And it's just like, it's been bad play calling. It's been bad play from McCarthy. It's just, he's in this pressure cooker and it's just not been good. 1st and 10 for Green Bay. They're now at the Vikings 20. We're in the 4th quarter. Green Bay's up by 11. Ruben, washed hitman, would have got a Super Bowl ring, but at least he'll make the Hall of Fame. Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, you know, he's probably wishing that maybe he should have called it quits last season too, but hey, what do you do? Tree, he needs to compete for that quarterback position. Maybe he'll get it together, but yeah, they're sold on JJ completely. Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, to defend JJ a little bit, again, I think he just was put into this situation that was maybe not completely fair to him. But I'm not going to take that away from some of his terrible play, right? And his terrible passes. And it just seems like for McCarthy that it's just too fast, and it's just like he's still a toddler out there trying to play with the adults. Yeah, and again, the little angel. Yes, he looks like a little cherub, doesn't he, Corey? He looks like a little cherub. He does. Problem is there's no veteran in that position of quarterback in the locker room. Yeah, Tree, that is a very good point. Yes, absolutely. 3rd and 3 for Green Bay. And, you know, I'll give it to the Vikings defense. They are still trying. I'll give it to them. All right? Because, again, they have not been the problem today. I mean, there's been problems on the defense, don't get me wrong, but they are not the issue here. Not the issue. I want to know whose executive decision it was to say, oh, hey, we got a rookie quarterback coming off an injury that has never played an actual NFL game before. He's also expecting his child at the same time. Let's put him out there and let him drive the ship or steer the ship. All right. 30-yard field goal. Green Bay is up now 20-6. 12-13 to go in the game. All right. Hey, I'm a February 1984 Aquarius. Nice. I like the Aquarians. I do like the Aquarians. Very good. Yes. Yeah, Aquarius is ruled by Saturn. I do traditional rulerships, but the modern day ruler of Aquarius is Uranus. So, yeah. What do you mean, Psycho Susie's? That old place? Or is it still open? I've been to Psycho Susie's a few times. I had a good time there. Is it still open or did it close? 406. I don't think Smith gets in the Hall of Fame. He didn't get enough Pro Bowls and all pros in his career. That's all the Hall of Fame voters care about apart from Super Bowls. Yeah, we'll see. And I mean, yeah, it is what it is. And like, you know, awards and stuff like that, it's just like, it's all made up, right? It's all made up. Like, you know, Oscars, Emmys, Grammys, all that stuff. It's all just, it's just made up awards. But, you know, Harrison Smith in his prime, we can't take away that he was an amazing player, right? Amazing. All right? Don't want to take that away. Tree, glad I didn't buy tickets this year. Would have been a waste of driving money. Tree, me too for you. And again, people, until nobody goes to the games anymore and that stadium is empty, not buying the merch, not buying their BS of what they're trying to spew out, it's just going to be the same old song and dance every year. Same old song and dance every year. But I'm glad too, Tree. Save your money. Can always dream. Yeah, this is true. It is water and coffee. I should probably stop on the coffee. I don't really need any more. But yeah, it's coffee and water. Yes. That was my question. Awesome jukebox. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was fun. I haven't been there for a while, but yeah, and they have an amazing patio. They're still open, right? Are they still open? Oh, it was Betty Dangers, I think, that closed, right? They're still open, aren't they? Oh, it is permanently closed. They did permanently close it. Yeah, it's in Northeast. All right, damn. They did close that down. Shoot. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. All right, Miles Price, you want to run it back now, dude? Try it. Don't run backwards, though. That's not what we need you to do. All right. I mean, we'll see. That'd be nice for Harrison Smith. And again, it's like, hopefully, well, whatever. He was great in his prime. Obviously, he can't freaking run the team. You get to a certain point and you're just not the same speed. And, and I will say, back in the day when Zimmer was here and he turned that defense around, it was fun to watch. It was amazing to see. When he had the rest of the Babysitters Club with him, Anthony Barr, Eric Kendricks, Harrison Smith, Xavier Rhodes. I mean, that was prime time. That was fun. Right? Oh, hey, 1st and 10. They're gonna Vikings are gonna run the ball again. It's like at this point, too, like, okay, you have to start throwing the ball. And I don't know if they don't trust him. They don't trust him. And here's the thing, you guys. If they're going to keep McCarthy out there and not let him throw the ball, why not put in Max Brosmer? Because at this point, you're only keeping in the little cherub to see what he's got, right? And if you're not going to actually let him throw the ball, why keep him out there? 2nd and 12. It's going to be a penalty on the Vikings. Yeah, it's just going from bad to worse today, you guys. Bad to worse. 20-9, Colts leading Kansas City. Nice. Yes, go Colts. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm cheering for the Colts there for sure. I still like your other nicknames, the Babysitters Club and the Nursing Home, right? It's truly the nursing home now for Harrison Smith, for real. Yeah, go Colts. Hell yeah. All about it. Now it's 2nd and 17 for the Vikings offense. All right, just throw the frickin' ball. Okay, Adam Thielen, you finally get a pass thrown to you, dude, and you can't hang on. Yikes. Yeah, this is complete chaos today, you guys. Ugh. I like Smith to get in the Hall. Jim Marshall still isn't in despite deserving all because he didn't get the awards in the Super Bowls. Vikings legends will always have a harder time getting in. Yeah, that's crazy too. They have their own Vikings Hall of Fame too, So, yeah. But again, at the end of the day, it's like made up awards and stuff. So we know what we saw, right? For players, we know, and the evidence is there. Oh, McCarthy almost goes down. He manages. Oh, God, just throw the ball away. Oh, they're playing with him like a freaking rag doll. Oh, and now what are they doing? They're mocking the seal clapping, aren't they? Yeah, because it's freaking stupid. Freaking dumb. I bet I have a text message from cousin Mark. Looks like it's going to end up just like the Ravens game. Yeah, exactly. That's cousin Mark 10 minutes ago. Oh, God, this is... And the thing is, I said this a few weeks ago. It's just like, at this point, McCarthy literally just needs, like, some breathing room. Like, I think he needs just go on the bench just to take a second. Right? Just take a second. It's too much. He cannot hang. He can't hang. And Adam Thielen, what are you even doing, dude? Like, what are you even doing? So again, you guys, the big miss on my part today, because again, I had the Vikings winning this one in a close one. I was wrong. I was on a good little roll there. I'm going to move to prediction record right now is 6-4 regular season for the Vikings. I'm going to move to 6-5. But yeah, I mean, and I had a little inkling, but this is just goes to show, and this has happened to me so many times. Go with your instinct, go with your gut, you guys, on everything, all right? Because it's right. But yeah, this Uranus opposition to Mercury is just the true dagger today for the Vikings. True dagger. And again, the Green Bay Packers, they're ruled by the sun at 1 degree of Sagittarius. And the sun, how powerful, right? We can't live without the sun. We can't live without it. All right? So, you live and you learn. Sometimes I'm like, man, I can't learn my own lessons. I mean, it happens to me too. It happens to me too. But yeah, back at it. And you know, I'll probably maybe look at a couple charts for the rest of the games today. I'm definitely going to look at the chart just for my own practice too, because like, you know, I need practice too. I'm going to definitely do the chart. I don't know if I'll post it or not. But I'm going to look at the chart for Tampa Bay and the Rams. I mean, we could actually pull that up right now because we got time. This game's not going anywhere. So let's see. What time is that game? It's probably 7:15, right? Where are they playing? Are they playing in LA? Let's look that up. So it's at the Rams. Let's see. Is California, are they 1 hour behind Central Time? I gotta check. But thanks for being here, you guys. I appreciate hanging out with you guys. Because if it wasn't for you guys, there would be nobody here. It would be worse. Let's see. What time is it in LA? I think they're 2 hours behind or 1. All right, they're 2 hours behind. All right. So, might as well pull up the chart for tonight. We got time. So that game is going to start at 5:20 LA time, right? Let's look it up. I think I got it right. All right. Okay, we're back. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, man. Did they score again? God, this is brutal. And, you know, it's like of all the teams, too. Ugh. Is there an Adam Thielen shoe since he didn't catch it? No, too bad there wasn't. Ugh. All right, 9:37 to go. The Evil are on the Vikings 30. There's an Adam Thielen shoe right here. We got a flag.
Really hurt. I'm gonna have a lump there, you idiots.
Looks like
Who throws a shoe?
false start.
Honestly.
All right, 406. At least Montana State beat Entitlement University Montana yesterday. You know what? We got our things, right? I'll be watching the Timbies when I can. They had a freaking meltdown, though, on Friday. I touched on that earlier. But, Ruben, all the hype for these Broncos, and, man, fans are going to be destroyed when the downfall begins. Oh, all right. We got a bobble there, 1st and 10. You live north of Denver. Who knows what happens a lot of the games left. That's interesting because, actually, the Broncos are one of the teams that I cheer for when the Vikings are done and dusted. I lived in Denver for a short while. And I know as a Vikings fan, I should not like Sean Payton, but I'm not going to lie. I like Sean Payton. He's a good coach. We'll see what happens with Denver. Like you said, it could all come crumbling down. And you know what? Sean Payton, yeah, he mocked the SKOL clap, but for good reason, because it's freaking stupid. So, anyway. Oh, it gives you, so... William, it gives you the time of the time zone you're in. So, like, it said to me that the game tonight is at 7:20, but it's giving me Central Time. I have to set the chart for where the game is being played. So it's going to be played at 5:20 p.m. in LA time, if I looked at the time right. So it always gives me Central Time when I look at games. So it said 7:20 is the start. LA is 2 hours behind Central Time, so I have to set the chart for the actual time that it's going to be in LA. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, 3rd and 3. Looks like the Vikings have stopped them. Looks like they're going to be a field goal or shit. I mean, 4th and 2. Why don't they go for it? Yeah, so then it would be 5:20. Yep. Tony, been a rough season. Glad we're finally out of playoff contention. Ready to move on. Right. And you know what, you guys? If you want, you want to keep watching the football and stuff, like I'm sure a lot of you are, this is why, like, I encourage, have your backup teams ready. Okay, have them ready. So mine are, I like Denver, I like Tampa, and I like Trevor Lawrence. So, Jacksonville's in there too. But, all right. Green Bay goes up 23-6. 7:36 left to go. 7:36 until we're put out of our misery here, you guys. I'm just still pissed at I get really pissed when I get the predictions wrong. Like, I just get really mad that I didn't see things that were, like, right there. And damn it! But I got to move on. Because, again, I say this all the time when I get it wrong. I got to learn my lessons. And I'm always learning, But it's like sometimes I got to listen to my own advice. Shit. Corey, 20-13. Patriots over Bungles and a third. All right. How's Stephon Diggs doing today? Judith, McCarthy after the game. I sucked again. Yeah, we'll see. Let's see what the excuses are, you guys. We'll have to see what the excuses are after today, right? And it's like, when they, you just gotta laugh at, like, the excuses and the freaking sugarcoating and the freaking gaslighting that the organization is gonna try to do. And that's why I get real freaking annoyed a lot of the time. Because it's like, do you guys think all your fans are freaking stupid? And we can't see the writing on the wall? McCarthy has played pretty awful. I think for him in the league as a quarterback, it's going to take time. It's going to take time. It just is. And I don't think and this is not an excuse for him because he has played very, very poorly. But the fact that Vikings ownership and whoever made the decision couldn't see this or saw it and decided to go with it anyway. But again, if we can circle back, what did you really expect to happen? Not like you guys. This is like ownership and whoever decided to make this decision. To have him come back and be the starting quarterback, coming off an injury. He had never played an actual NFL game before, expecting his first child at the same time, coming from a background of not being a pass first quarterback. I mean, what did they really think was going to happen? They thought that they were going to get lucky. They did. And now I feel like there might be too much tinkering around, where they should just up and say, which they're never going to. He should have just sat another year. They should have either tried harder to keep Sam Darnold or Daniel Jones to have an older, more veteran quarterback that he can learn from and watch again, completely healthy. And it's all out of excuses and no accountability. So it's pretty pathetic in my opinion. I don't know who that is. 406, I'm not sure. Yeah, they're your second team also? Nice, right on. So at least we got that, right? I see as one catch. Oh, thanks, Corey. There you go. One catch for 9 yards. There you go. I'm glad he's had a rebound year. I don't even know. Do they play? Does that person play for us? I don't even know, you guys. And that's another thing too. Like, I have been way more checked out. Just in general. But I'm glad you guys know. You guys can keep me in the know for all this stuff. Factoid, the Vikes have the second highest winning percentage in NFL history, but have lost 4 of the big ones. Yeah. Oh, the little angel. Turnover. Oh, God, you guys. It's getting so bad. So bad. Oh my God. So bad. Oh God. And of all the teams to do this against, oh, okay. His arm got hit. I'll give him that. But shit. Oh, God dang. It goes from bad to worse, you guys. It goes from bad to worse. Ah! Ooh. Soda, McCarthy has 71 passing yards. Oh, yeah, well, you spoke too soon. I see. Well, yep, that's okay. You guys it's almost over, you guys. Oh, and then he just pushes his face right in the iPad. Okay. I like the Rams in terms of talent, but I'd like to see the Bears have some luck. Yeah, for sure, Tony, yeah. I'll cheer for some NFC North teams, too. Yeah, I'll cheer for the Bears. I'll cheer for the Lions, too. Definitely. Yeah, that was terrible turnover. Yeah. It's clear McCarthy, he still has so much growing to do and so much development that he needs to do. Yeah. And, it's going to take a lot of practice. It's going to take a lot of patience. And the Wilfs are not going to be happy, And if this was Kevin O'Connell's idea, if he was the one that was pushing for this, because, I'm not there. I don't know. Accountability. There's got to be accountability. And, here's the thing. Let's watch Kevin O'Connell push McCarthy under the bus. That'll happen. I'm sure it will. All right, 6:37 to go. How do I say his last name? I don't even know how to say that. Boot? I don't know how to say that. Was really good in 2020, and then he disappeared like a ghost, right? Ooh, that's a close one. Thanks, William, for the update. Giants are winning 20-17 versus Detroit in the fourth. Woo! All right. Nice. That looks like a fun game there. Ooh, Diggs not had a good game today. 1 catch for 6 yards. Hey, Vikings News today. How you doing? Appreciate you stopping on by. 3rd and 9 for the Evil. What's everybody else doing the rest of the day? And you know what? I think this is a combo platter of all sorts of things. All sorts of things. And the thing is, if McCarthy is still in the league in like 5-6 years like that, I do think that there's room for development there. It's not happening now. It's not going to happen with the play calling, with the coaching, with the situation right now. He should have had another opportunity to sit another year, get some more practice in. I think he was pushed out there. He's pushed in the instant pot. Granted, he could be playing a lot better too, because I'm not making excuses for him. I'm not. But it's just been bad. And, sometimes it's just the way that it is. And it's a bummer for Vikings fans. We've been waiting for so long for a new, fresh quarterback and then just to see the situation play out like it did. But can I say that I'm absolutely surprised by it? No. 3rd and 9. Jordan Love has all the time in the world. Almost an interception. Again, I will give it to the Vikings defense for still being out there and still trying today. I'll give it to him. Tony, JJ doesn't have the accuracy. Why not give Brosmer a chance at some point? We got nothing to lose. Yeah, why not? It is kind of getting to that point. I understand why they're not putting him in because, like I was saying earlier, though, if you're not going to let McCarthy throw the ball, why even keep him in there, right? And at this point, too, especially moving forward for the Vikings for the rest of the season, sure, keep playing McCarthy just to see what's going on. But at a certain point, the kid really needs an opportunity to literally regroup. Take a second, let Brosmer come in, even if he doesn't finish the whole entire rest of the game. Give him an opportunity to regroup and recalibrate. But what they're doing right now is clearly not working. And McCarthy does seem to really struggle with the accuracy. Is this something that could come over time? Potentially. But it's going to take, in my opinion, for McCarthy, like a couple of years to really get there. And could this turn into another situation where, down the line, like a kind of Sam Darnold type of situation where, after some years, a couple different teams, then he starts finally getting into the rhythm, right? But again, what they're doing right now, it's not really working. But I think we're also seeing the reality of the situation, right? I already explained it a couple of times, the whole situation that he was coming onto the team with, and then now this is the result. So, anyway. Yeah, Soda, it's all good. He spoke too soon. It happens. Oh, the Bears go up over the Steelers. There you go. Bears up 24-21. All right, C-Mac. Yep, there you go. Yeah, freaking the fiance has to go sit on the sideline. All right, use your legs or throw the ball. There you go. Finally doing something. And it's like too little too late. There's 4 minutes left in this game. Like, we see some flashes and stuff and like some hope, and it's just like, it's not going to all come together this year. It's not for McCarthy. It's just not. 406, you're going to say that too. That's funny. Purple Pain, legit. We're ready for it to be over. Oh, Cousin Mark again, you guys. Let's see what he says. The commentators are repeating everything I just had to say before the game started. All right, McCarthy to Hawkinson. Completed. At this point, they're just trying to save the freaking embarrassment of it all, but like the embarrassment's already there. Oh, he plays for the Patriots. All right, how do you say his name? How do we say his name? I mean, I don't think it's going to happen. Not this game today, you guys. Not this game. Not today. But I will say that before the end of the season, I mean, it would be interesting to just see what, how Max does. Oh, another interception. God. Oh. Yeah, man. So many things I overlooked today in the chart, you guys. It's just been crazy. Oh, they're mocking the seal clapping. I love it. Because it's so stupid. Oh, what a meltdown. Oh, the Bears up 31-21 now. He was looking for Jalen Naylor. No. Oh, God. Those poor Vikings fans that are still there. Oh, so our offensive line is so bad and JJ gets the blame for all of it. Yeah, and it's just like, I'm not making extra excuses for McCarthy, but the situation that he was put into, it's just like, who decided that was going to be a good idea? Right? And yeah, I thought our offensive line was back today, too. So, yeah, crazy. But yeah, it's a good point. And, I just think that, to be in McCarthy's shoes there, to put yourself in his shoes, it's just like, I do feel a little bit bad for him, but again, over time, like, I think given practice, more real-time games, years down the line, I think it could kind of turn into, for McCarthy, like a Sam Darnold kind of situation, or maybe, it takes a while, got to find the right team, what works, but yeah, it's just how much he's in the Instant Pot. Okay. And it's set to seal and it's about to explode. All right. So at this point, hopefully the game can just be over here. Texas, the Seahawks are going to destroy us next week. Oh, God. It's just, yeah, one game at a time. Ah. Oh, yeah. And the thing is, too, I've said this so many times. Justin Jefferson doesn't want to stay here. doesn't want to stay here. He's not the type of guy. It's going to be like Stephon Diggs 2.0, but he's not like Stephon Diggs in regard to like character like that. So he's going to be more reserved, but it's just like Justin Jefferson is a winner. He wants to win. And it's just like you can see the writing on the wall, right? He's not going to want to stay here, right? So anyway, I don't think so. 6. I don't think he got a single target today. I don't think so. Thanks, Tony. I appreciate that. I just try to be realistic. I live in the realistic realm when it comes to this team. I do. And I just think there's so many things that looking back, they could have done better. And it's just, yeah. And again, to say I'm completely surprised with how this has manifested, seeing McCarthy, playing like this, I'm not super surprised by it. I'm not. Right. And then you get so far and so deep in a hole that it's just like impossible to come out of. And then you have to play in like panic mode too. So I don't think he was set up for success either. That's part of the thing too. C-Mac, the thing that's going on with JJ reminds me of when the Patriots with Mac Jones, they started him right after drafting him when they had Cam Newton. That's a good point, Corey. They cut Cam to start Mac. Mac struggled with the Patriots. And then now look what he's doing with San Francisco, right? Yeah, that's actually a really good comparison. Really good. Yeah. So I actually could see McCarthy like in a couple of years from now doing well with a different team, different organization, and with time. And again, there has been some piss poor throws from him. Again, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. But the fact that they went all in with that decision, with all the previous history and not having like a veteran mentor to learn from either, I guess the veteran mentor is Kevin O'Connell. So, yeah. Yeah, he's not playing well right now. Not playing well right now. I know they are, but I'm not going to lie. The seal clap is freaking stupid as hell. It's stupid as hell. I've been saying it for years. Like it's stupid as hell. You look like a bunch of seals out there on a ball. And is that intimidating to anybody? No. That's why I refuse to do it, because it's stupid. Kevin O'Connell didn't want to do it either. When he first became the Vikings head coach, they had him do it. He didn't want to do it. Zimmer didn't want to do it. And that's another reason why I like Sean Payton, because yes, he mocked it, and the Vikings did end up winning that game, but he mocked it because it's stupid as hell. It needs to stop. Aaron Jones is having a little conversation with the cherub over there. But yeah, that's pretty bad, Oh, for sure, 406. He's going to want out of here. Yeah, of course. And I don't think he's going to be all, super crazy about it. He'll probably be as respectful and maybe let the agents do the thing. But yeah, I mean, I've thought that for a while. So it's just bad when it's like this bad, and it goes back to whoever was the one that decided, yep, we're going to go with the kid. He's going to start. After everything, we've already talked about. I want to know whose decision that was. It's 3rd and 1 for Green Bay, right? And they got another first down. They're in Vikings territory. There's about a minute left in this game. So it's over, you guys. And I'm so pissed as an astrologer that I missed something that was right out in front of me. Ah! But I have to learn from it, you guys. When I'm wrong, I have to learn from it. So, yeah. But I'm mad at myself there, so. But you live and you learn. Pochito, letting Sam Darnold go. I like that name. Letting Sam Darnold go and have to face him will be the ultimate mockery of the Vikings. Looking at Justin Jefferson, you can tell he's looking inside out for an exit from the Vikes. I agree, 100%, all across the board. Yep, I agree. And the way, all right, you guys, it's over, 23-6, they lose. And the way that the Vikings organization handles situations like that, I mean, we can go back to Case Keenum with that. Like, oh, hey, Case, you led us to a 13-3 season, but bye, you're no good. You're not good enough to sit with us. See you later. Okay? And then they bring in frickin' Pizza Ranch boy who does nothing. Hey, Sam Darnold, you did absolutely spectacular for us. Yeah, your last couple games, playoff, it was not too good. Wasn't really good. And you know what? We're going to use that to base everything off of the decision we're making. So bye. See you later. Daniel Jones on the team. Hey, you know what? We want you to stay, but we're going to go with the kid. Daniel Jones, no, I'm good enough to be a starter. I can go start elsewhere. All right. It's the Vikings organization and its ownership. All right. That's the problem. So I wouldn't be surprised if Jefferson goes to the Seahawks, right? He wants to be reunited with Darnold. Yeah, that'll be interesting to see. All right, they cut to New York and Detroit here. Tony, truth be told, we wanted Drake May over McCarthy. Could you imagine how good we would have been if we got him? Yeah, Tony, I've been hearing that. And that could maybe be true. But also, part of me thinks, like, is that really true? If you really wanted him, you would have went out and got him, though. I'm not saying it to you. But I do think that's a bit of an excuse. But yeah, I mean, coulda, woulda, shoulda, right? So, but they made their bed. The Vikings organization, they made their bed, and now they got to lie in it. And I want to know whose decision it was. Because a lot of shit goes on to Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah. He's the numbers guy. He's not a football guy. He gets told, in my opinion, who they want and has to go tinker around on his little calculator in his brain to make it happen. He's not the football guy. He's the numbers guy, right? So he is being told who they want, how to make it happen, in my opinion. And I think a lot of this goes back to Kevin O'Connell. I'm not 100% sure. This is just what I think. But anyway, yeah, we'll see. It's shameful. Yeah, it's too bad, you guys. It was a tough one today, you guys. Thanks for being here, though. Appreciate all of you. You have a good week, too, 406. Appreciate you. Trash can emoji. Right? But the embarrassment is over. It's done. All right. Okay. I can put that as the final score, you guys. Again, I had the Vikings winning. I'll own up to that. I will. I had them winning in a close one. I already kind of went over why I thought I was wrong. Oh, I never got to sharing the chart for tonight, but I'm going to look at it. I'm just a little surprised how Drake May has somewhat developed in his second year. I think the Pats have a little overachieved this year. Time will tell. It wouldn't surprise me if the Patriots are one and done in the playoffs. Yeah, I would take your word for that, Corey. I mean, I know you're a fan, so you're sticking in tune there. Yeah, we'll see. And, we'll watch all the other teams and, again, hopefully you guys have backup teams to cheer for and all that good stuff. So, yeah, John, right. It is what it is. It is what it is. Like, they're obviously not playoff contenders. And, like, the team as a whole, the Vikings as a whole, like, I can understand why they kept McCarthy in because you have him as your starting quarterback. Again, you made your bed. You got to lie in it. And that's just how it is. That's what it is. So, but, again, to defend McCarthy a little bit, I don't think he was set up to be successful. If you're starting a job, you're starting a new job and you don't get trained properly and you're just like, well, here you go. Like, go figure it out. Is that person going to be successful right away? No. Are they going to eventually maybe try to figure out? It depends on the person. It depends on the job, right? But there's definitely a lot of learning, and a lot of, adjustments and pace that McCarthy has to hopefully learn, just for himself as a player and as a quarterback. But again, whoever's decision it was within the Vikings organization to go all in on this kid with, the background we already went over multiple times, that is who the microscope should be on. And ownership let it happen, and ownership hires these people to make these decisions. So if we want to see real change with this team, with the Vikings, instead of year in, year out, this is our window, pieces are in place, we're built to win, blah, blah, blah. No, it's a bunch of lies. It's a bunch of smoke and mirrors. Don't go to the games. Don't spend money. Empty stadium. Then they're going to be like, well, wow, well, okay, we might have to do something now because they're going to be losing money. But I can keep repeating myself until the cows come home. All right. But all right. So for predictions for regular season, I moved to 6-5, which is a little disappointing for me. But again, I don't need to keep going over that. I'm going to go back to my notebook, put my notes in. I'm going to look at the chart for tonight's game because I did pull it up. And I'm going to go take my dog for a walk. And I'll probably go, I think Rap is having his vent line, so I'll probably go over there. But this is the chart for tonight for Tampa and LA. Might take a little peek ski at that, but thanks, John. Yeah, good show, lousy game. I appreciate that. Thank you. And I thank you all for riding here and staying here with me and talking to me and keeping me company during that because, oh, man, that was just a disaster. And seriously, as a big astrologer note for me, do not overlook the outer planets. Okay, that being Neptune, Pluto, and Uranus. Uranus, the co-ruler of the Vikings today, the planet of chaos, of destruction, of unpredictability, completely opposing Mercury retrograde, Mercury already being funky, Mercury ruling how the Vikings played their game today. And holy crap, was that chaos and was that ugly and bad. So I need to remember that. All right, you guys, don't let me forget it, okay? I will write it down. But shoot, man. And if you got those spidey senses, you guys, and that intuition, and I'm owning my pick. Again, I'm owning it. But looking back now, and I've done this before, where it's like there's something there when I was on the couch looking at the chart this morning too, just going through all my notes that I already taken. I was like, but I still went with it and I made my pick. So I made my bed and I had to lie in it. All right. Tony, go Bears. Yeah. Hell yeah. I'm going to be cheering for them. And definitely for tonight, I'm going to be, let's see, Tampa, probably, I don't know. It's a tough one because my friend Peyo's a LA Rams content creator, so I want to support him. But I do like Tampa Bay. I like Baker. I like what they're doing. So I'm probably going to be rooting for Tampa. But so anyway, let's see. Corey, I had to laugh. Declan and Mackie both picked the purple over the evil to the east. Judd picked the evil to the east over the purple. I bet Ventline heads will roll. Calling for Kwesi and KOC to be gone. Yeah, I mean, again, I picked the Vikings today again off the chart too. So that was, I'm still just mad that I overlooked those things. But again, I got to shut up about it. I need to shut up about it. But yeah, I like Judd the best out of all three of them. So yeah. And I think Judd is the most realistic too. And he covers the team. He's at the press conferences, and they're not like affiliated with the Vikings like people that are on the KFAN. So, I think they give a more unbiased, opinion. And I think out of the three of them, Judd does that. And I enjoy him the most out of all three of them, but obviously they're very successful over there on their channel, what they do. They know, their football, they know their statistics. But yeah, I think Judd definitely has the best opinion, in my opinion. And he seems to be more like realistic, kind of cut and dry. This is how it is, and uses his knowledge of the game and what he sees at the game, what he sees at the press conferences. And I think he gives the most realistic opinion, out of a lot of people in the press and around town and stuff like that. So I got to respect that for sure. Yeah. But anyway, so appreciate all you guys. Again, those of you that are still hanging on, appreciate yous. Let's go listen. And, again, to toot my horn, not my horn, but to toot the horn again, it all goes back to ownership, in my opinion. The puppets, KOC, Kwesi and stuff, they're all just a little puppets. All right. So anyway, until people don't start going to the games anymore, ownership's just going to keep doing what they're doing. So anyway, appreciate y'all, and hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Thanks everybody for being here. All right, we made it, and I don't know, go Lions, go Giants. I think I'm gonna say go Lions on this one. So everybody take care, be good, stay cool, be safe, all that good stuff. All right, peace out everybody.